Welcome back, everyone, to the Nerdy Playbook. We got a couple of people that are missing today, but that's okay. We got kind of a smaller one just because of things that happened in the last session. But we do not have a charity right now. Stay tuned. Right now, Streamlabs is being a little bit of a weird thing, and it's not allowing me to set up a charity, but we will have one set up as soon as possible, so just stay on the lookout for that. But don't forget that we have Star Wars D&D tomorrow, along with Echoes on Thursday. So if you want to check out some more D&D stuff, we got that going all week long. Without any announcements, let's just get right into it. All right, so last we left off, the team made their way over, strategizing the best way to retrieve Zyphynia out of Anima's clutches. To find out that she is somehow trapped within a ritualistic circle that has a giant battery for this one room. Find out that you can get into her, but if you stay in too long, you get trapped within the barrier itself. After a battle ensued and Anima doing terrible to try to fight you guys off, you were able to almost defeat him, and he decided to push in most of his power to fast forward the process as quickly as possible to take whoever is in the actual chamber with Zyphynia and activate the power of the actual stones. In an instant, the group outside and the group inside no longer sees each other, but are still in the same rooms, as you're able to properly deduce that you are in a different time, but still in the same location. With the team leaving itself with Dira, Ren, Zyphynia, and Treya, you're all left back in the room. Stones aren't glowing anymore, as you start hearing a group of soldiers outside the door saying that the machine must have worked after 50 years and that someone needs to go get Tafton. As immediately soldiers run in with aberrant clothing to assess the situation. Two of you immediately go invisible. Ren and someone else, I forgot which is it. Zyphynia. Okay.
My cloak.
So Ren and Zyphynia are disappeared right now. Due to Ren unfortunately not being here today, she's not feeling good. We are just going to say that she is just always invisible, and then I'm just going to roll some investigation checks as it progresses, but they will not be in actual combat. So I'm just going to move them onto the side for right now, and I just decrease the difficulty of the soldiers. So, only seeing two of you, specifically Dira and Zyphynia, they immediately tell you to raise your hands as you immediately hear communique specifically indicating from some kind of source on like a magical kind of like speaker indicating two names, but not the full names. Treya and Dira. These soldiers look young. They don't know who you are, but they immediately put up the guns. All right. Don't move.
I step in front of Treya. Question, did I register that Ren and Zyphynia were here before they poofed?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm just going to step in front of Treya and...
Okay.
That's it.
Go ahead, come down. I don't want to see anyone drawing any weapons.
Did I also see everyone else invisibilize themselves?
Yeah, I mean, both everyone, I mean, both Treya and Dira would have seen Zyphynia and Ren immediately like, nope, and just kind of just go invisible.
And we're glad of that. So, okay, so hearing them tell us to come down and just kind of poke at where the barrier was before, can I go through it?
Yep. It is not there anymore. It looks like you can easily tell that either the power of the chamber is extinguished or just temporarily turned off. You're not quite sure, but either way, it is not working at this current junction.
All right, keeping my hands well away from my weapons for the moment, stepping down, staying close to and in as much as possible between Treya and any soldiers.
Okay. Okay. What are you going to do, Treya? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm going to reach out and just put a hand on Dira's shoulder for a moment and just do a slight squeeze just to let her know I'm still here and then take it away.
Okay. And now that Dahlia's in charge of Treya during this process, what would you like to do?
For now, Treya's just going to not do shit because Dira told her not to. And Ren disappeared, and Zyphynia is also disappeared, and so she's hoping that they all have plans. So she's quietly putting her.
All right. As you start walking down the path of the mound, have your hands up. Immediately, one of the soldiers comes up, takes these arcane locks, immediately pulls your arms down if you allow them to, and immediately shackles you behind, immediately turning off any magical properties that you have enabled on your person.
Necessary.
Does that affect any druid abilities?
No. So this would just be straight spellcasting. If you have any kind of abilities that are magical, such as laying hands or anything like that, this is not blocking that.
Okay.
Does it block wild shape?
No.
Good to know.
It just has to be something that has to be cast with a spell. Anything else, it does not block.
Okay.
As they kind of put you in the middle, a few of them lead, a few of them go behind you. All right. Just keep an eye on them. I'm sure the doctor will have questions. Move on. As a procession of them in the front starts leading.
I have a question. Can I get some water?
Look over in the back. They look back at you. Should be a problem, as one of them opens up one of their actual flasks and doesn't give it to you, but kind of like has you tip back your head as they start pouring some water into your mouth.
These things are like really tight. Can you like loosen them a little bit?
No. No.
Why not?
Because we're not supposed to. What's the whole chatter back there? Nothing.
Where are we?
I can't talk to you. Just go.
Where am I going?
So they start to lead you out of this room, and you eventually go into what you assume is where you left off before. But instead of it being just a maze of interconnected tunnels, it has been refurbished and is now
Whoa!
a clean knit whole setup of sharp walls, and clean as if you're inside of a pristine mansion. If you didn't know where you came from and you haven't been here before, you would assume that you were in kind of a mixture of very much a Frankenstein's, Dr. Frankenstein's Castle Frankenstein of sorts. It definitely has an eerie horror to it. There's some fog on the ground, probably still left from the residue of the area. And it looks like there's been experiments. And just to put you, just to know, you guys are coming from this bottom right-hand corner. So they're starting to take you through, and each of these, they're actually having to go through guards of these doors that are actually always locked. And to make sure people can't get back and forth, they're actually unlocking doors and move procession through.
That whole chamber take us someplace else? Where are we?
It looks kind of the same but different.
As you start to move your way through, they take you into this direction. They immediately try not to let you see what's on the right. But if either of you want to look, you can give me a perception check. All right. Also, Zyphynia, where are you during this process?
I am sticking very close to them, but far enough away that I can not bump into any of the guards. My wings are tucked so close to me.
Okay.
Under your cloak. My perception is a 3.
Mine's an 11.
Okay. Zyphynia, just give me a stealth check, please.
And I get advantage with the cloak. That's how it works. 12.
You're fine. As you all pass through, they kind of turn you so quickly that Treya and Dira, you do not see anything in the room immediately. But Zyphynia, you got enough time where no one stops you. You can at least peek in the room. This room over here looks like it is like a disposal. Specifically a room where they deposit, let's say, parts of people that they no longer require. It specifically has a label on it that's written in Elvish, if you can read Elvish.
I cannot.
Okay. But as the procession moves its way around the corner and up, they immediately stop you about here. That's right. All right. Put them in holding cells till we get here. Till we hear back from Tafton as they take you over to this spot. And about back here is where there's about 6 different holding cells. Very rusted out, but still secure, as each of you are, well, technically just Treya and Dira are put in different specific cells as they put you in, put big, huge, hefty padlocks on them that are more refined than the actual doors themselves, so they lock them in. All right.
Shackles stay on?
Yeah.
No, they take off the shackles during the process.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yep. And they point out to 2 of the soldiers that have the simpler rifles. All right, just hang out here. It's gonna be a while probably before we hear back. Just make sure you don't go anywhere. Got it. As one soldier's due left, the other one's due right. And here, I'll put tokens on so we can at least represent where everybody is.
So was this area here where the jail cell is?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we'll put a couple soldiers down. One second.
You cannot cast magic while in Welsh, right? That was just refreshing
Correct.
myself on Druid. Okay. Yeah.
I forgot to actually make the jail cells. So
I love it. So homey.
Ever.
And here, I'll for Zyphynia, so you at least can move your character around. Currently right now, nothing is going on. You 2 are stuck in the cells for as long as you deem necessary. They took off the shackles, but you can definitely tell that there's both of you being spellcasters of your own kind, you can at least tell that there's something in the air that makes magic in here difficult. Whether it's purposeful or not, it at least makes it complicated. If you decide to test any of your spells, you can tell that they're a lot more maybe hard to focus on. Anything that's concentration, you're going to be having disadvantage on. And any kind of spells that you cast will have a -1. Now, Zyphynia, what would you like to do during this process?
So there's still the 2 guards in there, correct?
Yep, and there's guards kind of scattered all over the place. If you kind of like look around, like as you guys pass through, there's like in every hallway between door to door, there's a constant 5 guards. Some of them are moving back and forth to stay on rotation. Some of them are just kind of maybe taking breaks. Some of them are chattering up. But there's a lot of guards around here. Some of them are carrying swords. Some of them are carrying rifles. You occasionally see some more advanced guards. Some of them that look maybe very similar to like aberrant agents, but specifically maybe a subgroup. They have full helms on, not showing their face. But occasionally you do hear the sound of moving metal. As every time a footstep goes around a corner, you hear the pressing of gears, as if some kind of automatons are moving around in the area.
Are there any keys that I can see?
Give me an investigation check.
Do I know who Tapton is? Does Treya?
Treya does not, no.
Low rolls, 10.
10. In this room, you do not see any keys. You can definitely tell, based off of watching, that the person who actually locked the padlocks kept the keys with them, and they left the room. There are no keys on the guard's person right now, and doesn't actually look like there's a spot where actually keys would be hooked up on. Whoever is carrying the keys is not in the area.
Then, if I was following, if they took the keys with them, I'd want to watch them and see where they went.
Okay, so I will put a token down for the character who's actually holding the keys. So they went through this door, and now they're here.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, the doors themselves are not actually locked in most of them. They just have guards by them. And they're just kind of... There's sliding doors that kind of slide into the rock crevice. But they're just simply kind of like a sliding handle, kind of like a patio door.
Okay. I think then seeing that he went into a different room, I would try to follow to see if I can take the keys from him.
Okay. All right, so give me another stealth check to make sure that as you pass certain guards, you're not making any sound that's going to grab their attention. It's also very tight-knit quarters, so getting past guards. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, good.
Okay, so even though it's really tight quarters, you're taking the opportunity to find out when they kind of like are leaning against the wall, the quick like pass by, and even taking into account your wings, and you're able to kind of tuck them in.
I'm doing the cronk.
But you're able to make it to about here. As you can see in the area, there are 2 more soldiers. And what you see is a very sophisticated automaton. Right here. Currently right now, it is standing up in a chamber. It looks, based off what you can tell, maybe it's charging, like it's like in a base, kind of like loading in information. It's plugged in, and it looks like its hair is kind of like the wires to plug it into like whatever source it's coming from. But you can see that on the ceiling there's actually some kind of like glowing object that's actually either giving information to this thing or the thing is giving information to it.
I'm going to continue following the guy with the keys until I can get to an area where maybe I can just take him off him.
Okay. So I'm going to say you got a natural 20. You're still good. So he's going to make his way over here. As you follow, you see him approach 2 guards. These guards are wearing a little bit heavier armaments. They don't necessarily look like they got different weapons, but it looks like they have enchanted swords, which is very odd for these kind of like roughneck soldiers. As he looks at him, I need to check on the inventory. All right, 1 hour. That's all I need. As this one requires 2 sliding doors. So one soldier takes one side, the other one takes the other, and they slide them across. Not like it takes energy, but it's just like with ease, but like it's 2 sliding doors. As you immediately just start seeing this fog come out, are you going to try to follow him into the room?
Seeing the fog and knowing that if I go further, it'll cause a disturbance in the fog, I think I'm going to wait outside the room until he comes back out.
Okay. As he goes in, they look at him like, all right, time started. And then they close the door behind him.
I'm going to post and wait.
Okay. Back over to Treya and Dira. Currently, right now, these soldiers are not the greatest. The one on the left is just kind of lean up on the wall. And if it was modern day, he'd probably be texting. He's just kind of dazing out. The one on the right is just kind of like, dude, come on. We got to focus. You wanted that promotion, right? Yeah, this is fucking boring. Where are they going to go? Shh. You're not supposed to talk.
But why not?
I don't know. You're just not supposed to talk.
Ain't nobody said that to me.
Oh.
Yeah, actually,
well, we're telling you now. Don't talk.
I don't really know like why we're here, but could you like tell us?
They like look at each other. They're like trying to see if either one of them knows the answer. You're just here.
Yeah, we got that part.
Well, yeah. What do the cells look like?
The cells themselves have, other than the wall behind you, it's just all old, rusted out metal bars. There's no flat surfaces other than the wall itself, so it looks like these have been like holding creatures for a long time, whether they're humanoids or creatures or anything like that. Some of them look like they've been covered in some blood. Maybe someone got injured in the area. Some of them are just, they've been like refused after some of them have broken. They're kind of holding together with hopes and dreams. The only thing that's really sturdy about them is the padlocks. But it is
so like a bed or bathroom or anything like that.
Each one of them has like a hay style cot, like nothing crazy, just like a small hay mattress on the ground.
Okay, but like, why are we here? Like, do you know?
They like look at each other. They're clearly lying, but they're like, yeah, of course we know. We obviously know why you're here. That's none of your business. They obviously have no idea why you're there.
Maybe we need to talk to them, because like, I feel like this is not right.
As immediately the one on the right immediately turns his rifle towards you. Just be quiet. Enough.
But you said you were bored. We could like talk about something else. I'm Treya. I'm not from here. I don't know where here is. What's your name?
Give me a persuasion check.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're just sitting back and listening to all of this and waiting to step in if Treya makes looks like they're gonna like get aggressive with her, but otherwise just kind of seeing where this is going because you've seen Treya be Treya.
I got a nat 1. Oh my god.
As immediately just kind of like kicks the bars, he's like, just be quiet. I'm bored, but I'm not that bored. I'm not going to lose my job talking to you. Just wait it out until our boss gets here, and then we'll figure out what's going on. Until then, we're going to mind our own business.
She just stands a couple feet back from the bars, and it's just like, so when's your boss going to get here? What's his name? Is he like your boss, or is he like the boss?
They're just ignoring you at this point. They're just like, just don't pay attention to her. Just don't listen.
Cool, I'm going to keep talking.
I guess they just got such a great job, Treya.
You said he's got a great job?
Yeah, I guess they just got such a great job. They don't want to, put it in any kind of jeopardy.
Dira, you would definitely know, based on the uniforms, even as times would have changed, they're definitely the grunts of the grunts.
Mm-hmm.
These are guys who have no rank. These are just soldiers, nameless, that do things, and that's it. They haven't been promoted to any kind of officer position yet.
They get treated real well and get all the best rations and all the best perks. You can just tell from looking at them.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I mean, this is a great job.
Much about why we're here that they know so much that they just don't want to tell us.
As like this one starts like sneaking over, it's like, dude, do you know why they're in here? Do we know why? Shut up, man. I thought you knew. No, I mean, did they do something wrong? I don't know. I mean, I assume so. I mean, why else would we put him in there?
Are they like pretty deep in conversation over this?
Yeah, they're really now like focusing on this conversation.
Cool. I'd like to wild shape into a mouse.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wild shape into a mouse. Okay, I will ask this before I do that.
Yeah.
Does it look like there's mice here? Like, are there rat feces on the ground somewhere, or any little scuffle marks that I could tell?
You can just give me like a survival animal handling check.
It's just you. Oh, they're both the same. Okay. Motherfucker. That's 11 again.
You assume that there's some kind of rodents in here of some kind, but you can't necessarily tell if it's actually mice. But you assume that there's some, tiny sized creatures that move around through this place. You see little holes in walls. You see that if there are any bones left off, they've been kind of like little bitty gnawed at, but you can't really tell. Like, you assume it's some kind of rodent that's down here.
Okay, I will wild shape into a mouse.
Okay.
And then can I crawl through the bars?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, these bars are not that great.
You would think I would do something really cool, like go get help, but I'm just gonna crawl into Dira's self for now. But I make it really obvious to her that it's obviously me. I've got my little streak of red. I look like that guinea pig from Sky High. Yeah.
So yeah, you're a little like a little mouse with a pinkish red streak on the back.
Yeah. So yeah, she's just gonna like hide in a corner or something, but like Dira sees that she's there, and she's gonna like wait for them to notice.
Okay. It honestly takes them a while. They're so in depth in this conversation. It's like, this job's getting so stupid. They never tell us anything. Now we're randomly arresting people that just randomly appear. I mean, what the fuck? They don't look harmful. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, wait, where'd she go?
Who?
What do you mean who? What do you mean who?
I'm right here. Where'd who go?
The other one.
The other one what?
No. He like looks back, like making sure he's not going crazy. Like, no, the other one. The one with the pink hair. Where is she? The talkative one.
There's nobody here with pink hair.
Give me a deception check.
Oh, this is going to be entertaining. Actually, that's not too bad.
Never arrest Trey and Dira ever again.
That's a natural... No, it's a 7 for a 10.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
They look at each other, and they're like, there was someone else here, right? Like, I'm not losing my mind. There was someone else here. It's like, yeah, there was, but... They immediately go to the cell. It's like, do you have the key? No, they don't pay me enough to have the key. Do you? Dude, I get paid the same amount as you. I don't have the key. And they're like looking, they're like trying to like put their hands in it. There was somebody in here, right? They just like immediately like step back, start to like freak out. Okay. Just take a breath. We've seen weirder things down here. Just
what kind of weird things have you seen?
Weird things. This is Did you just stay in there? I'll remember that you're in there.
I ain't going anywhere.
Oh, right. Should we?
I don't know what you're on about.
Should we go
you're the ones who know what's going on here. That's what you said a few minutes ago.
The one whispers. Should we tell them that one's missing? Dude, do you want to get shot? No, let's just stay here. Maybe she'll come back. The person who escaped is just going to come back to their cell.
Great job, y'all got.
As eventually they just like pretending like it doesn't happen, and they're just kind of like hanging out on the sides, back over, separated again. Like this one's now shaking, afraid of maybe something is gonna get him, and this one's now like afraid of like, you know, that someone's going to come back, and he swears that there was 2 people and now there's one, so he's afraid of what's going to happen when someone comes back and figures it out. But yeah,
I'm just going to casually sit down on the mattress on the pallet and kind of open like a flap of my bag so that Treya can kind of hide in there in case we get an opportunity to run for it.
Mm-hmm.
You see Mouse her look from the bag to you, and then do like a little scurried circle, and her tail just goes like out.
Okay.
Like asking if she should go or stay.
At this point, for Zyphynia, as you are hanging out there, you hear a couple soldiers come by from about this direction as they're dragging some small little creature with them. All right, come on, it's enough of that. As they start dragging this kobold past you, and start taking them towards the cell of where you came from. Ben, do you want to describe your character?
Yeah. So it is a orangey kind of copper cobalt. It's got like reddish hues in certain areas, like on the feet, and purple eyes. Wearing just kind of a green leather armor. He's got what looks like a quiver on his left hip, and both, unless they've got it on him at this point. And that's, you know, he's got little horns going back, kind of blackish in color, and black fingernails.
As they're like dragging you, whether you're kicking or screaming, they're like dragging you as they pulled you from somewhere, wherever it is, whether you're denying it or not. Okay. And there's like, all right, that's enough of that. As they start pulling you, it's like, whether you're screaming or not, they start taking you over to the cells, and they immediately come by as this one's like, wait, another one? Well, there's plenty of cells. As they immediately throw this kobold right in there, as like one soldier comes in, he's like, wait, didn't you have 2? Wait, did we have 2? I thought we had 1. You guys are fucking useless. You had 2 people in here. Well, there's not one in there now. Obviously, you idiot. All right. You watch these 2. I'll go figure out where the other one is. Just keep your eye on them.
How close are they standing together?
Who?
The guards. Like, are they shoulder to shoulder?
No, it's the exact Well, everything is 10 feet instead of 5 feet, so they are 20 feet apart from each other.
I'm gonna watch the one that just came in and maybe try and take his key.
Okay, so you're gonna follow them into the cell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
because I know I still have like an hour from what they said.
Give me another stealth check.
Okay. Stealth, don't fail me now. 18.
Okay. Whether or not this guy has a key to the cells you want, he at least has a key. If you want to try to take it from him, you can give me a sleight of hand.
I'm gonna try and take it. Oops. Hang on.
Whoa.
I'm not looking at it. I'm gonna just roll again because I did it with advantage.
I have double advantage.
Whoa, there's a lot of dice going on there. It would be a 12.
12? Okay. Luckily, you got a 2.
Ooh.
So, as, like, you're like, and you're like going real quick, as you like pull on it, and you think he's gonna notice you, but he quick like starts like scratching his head, and like he just starts moving away, and then you're like, he works against himself instead of you failing, and you're able to pull the key off. You know at least it works for itself for the kobold, but you don't know if it works for the other cells. But you have a key.
Cool. Whoops, I guess I'm back in the room because I went with him.
FYI, these doors are locked. So you're following a path of, like, here to get through.
Okay. I'm going to go away from them. And let's see. Actually, I am going to go sneak right over here. And I am going to take one of my extra... Let's see, what do I have? Random hammer. I'm going to take a hammer and chuck it as far... Oh, there's guards standing right here, aren't there?
Yeah. There's two guards at every door.
Idea. Because they'll be able to see me. I am just going to kind of hang out here for a few minutes and contemplate how to get them out of the room, because I'm very stumped right now. Okay. And I'm going to stay invisible.
During this process, since no one knows you're there, back to the people behind the cells. Now with a kobold as your new cell mate of sorts.
I'm just sitting on the ground at this point, like on the straw.
All right.
Can we see between the cells?
Yeah. I mean, these bars are like there's like a 1 foot gap between each bar. It's very easy to see through.
Hey there, you know what's going on here?
Oh, hey. It's like the 4th time I've been here this week.
Well, you're still alive, so I guess that's promising.
They're not the smartest.
Well, I'm afraid I ain't either, but...
Well, I mean, hey,
you know,
Jerry, Steve, how's the family? And I look at the guards.
Who's Jerry and who's Steve?
That one's Jerry, it'll point left, and Steve's over there on the right.
Nice to meet you. Jeremy.
Nice to meet you too.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Colby.
Hi, Colby. It is a pleasure. Nice to have someone with manners around here.
Oh. Colby.
And he's an archer. Anyway. No, yeah, so he's just like, wait, they don't usually lock up their own kind in here. Why are you in here?
That is a very good question. Now,
Jerry, can't you have some... What did you lock her up for?
For very important errant business. Just mind your own business.
What about you, Colby? What they got against you? You seem like a nice enough old fella.
Well, they don't really take kindly to people taking their stuff.
Oh, well. Yeah, most folks don't. But
Well, these guys are.
my experience, I'm not so sure it was their stuff to begin with.
It's very possible. They have a real bad tendency of going places they don't belong. And he looks at Jerry.
I have noticed that.
Yeah, no. They deserve it. These guys, they don't need it.
So I'm sorry.
Mouse
What?
Trail looks so disappointed because she can't can jump in this conversation.
I had a name for these guys, but these are better. So one's Jerry, and what's the other one?
Steve. Jerry and Steve.
Jerry and Steve. All right, Jerry and Steve. They
should
Jerry
not
and
have been
Steve.
their names, but that's just what he calls them.
Jerry and Steve. Nope, that is canon. They are Jerry and Steve.
They have families. They play t-ball on the weekends.
By the way, I hope that every time you use your bow, you always be like, Kobe, and then you really like shoot back.
And 5 minutes, they'd be like, I cheesed it.
Oh my god. Okay. So at this point, you immediately hear like on like a corner of each room, and also just a specification, all your weapons have been taken from you. They're just on a table in front. So they're still in the room, but they've just been taken from you. But you see in each room there's like an arcane light, and it starts flashing. And all of a sudden you hear an announcement that just kind of comes through this enchantment that goes there. Well, be aware, Plague Protocol 2 is in effect. Make sure you do not move too suddenly. Tests are resuming, and it will last for half an hour. Remember, stay in formation. Do not react too suddenly. That'll be all. As immediately the red light shuts off, and immediately this black mist just starts engulfing all the tunnels.
They do this a lot.
Kobe, how long would you have been here?
I would say he comes in and out on occasion. So I would say probably at least once a month.
Okay. So you know
So
that
regular.
you know that occasionally you've had to kind of dodge at certain points. Every once in a while, they have to do tests on their experiments. And they're in this process to make sure that in case they escape, everybody has to act basically harmless, lest they get infected by whatever creature escapes. During this process, the dark fog enters through the actual hollows, but you don't know what the dark fog actually represents.
Well, the few times I've been here and this happens, this fog comes in and people just kind of act like non-violent, which is weird for them. And he like looks over at the guards and he's like, yeah, and then like something about if something maybe escapes, I don't know, but just don't try to stab people, I guess.
Like
Zyphynia invisible.
I gesture over the table. I ain't gonna be doing that anytime soon anyway. That stuff don't look too healthy. Y'all around. I look at the guards. Y'all around that stuff all the time.
as you can kind of see that they're kind of like covering their mouths at this point. It's like, just don't even respond to them. Zyphynia, give me a perception check.
What did Zyphynia do in that time?
I said she was just about to snap one of the guards' necks, and she heard him say, "Don't be violent," and she's like, nope.
Like, hands the hand rest, like, oh.
She's just like...
You just see tattooed hands, and they just disappear again.
17.
Okay. Before they notice what this is going to be, you start to notice it's dark fog. A little bit of an illusion effect, like is coming through you. The frame of you is now seen due to the dark fog passing you. But you notice this before anybody else does. Even before your allies do. As kind of like the fog is coming so thick, it's like being invisible while actually walking through water. You still create a thin veil of your body.
Fantastic. Is there any furniture or anything in the room?
There's like chairs. There's some like metal rods that are left on a shelf to like replace any rusted pieces of the cells.
100% hiding behind a chair.
These chairs are small. These are like regular like wooden, like just small table chairs. These aren't large chairs. So if you want to hide behind one, you can give me a stealth check, but you're going to need a very high number to like not get them to see you. And they got to fail pretty high, but yeah, go for it.
Question actually before I do that.
Yeah.
If I hold the key under the cloak, they can't see it, right?
Yeah, everything underneath the cloak is hidden, but the frame of the cloak is being shown. Yep. So everything you're holding is invisible.
Okay. I go over to the kobold's cage and I unlock it. And then dart back. Okay.
Give me one last stealth check just because you are quick making a movement behind them.
Stealth.
Oh no!
Oh, wait. I'm going to use a lucky point.
Okay.
Don't tell me the outcome. I'm going to roll again.
Wait.
Okay.
Yay!
13.
Okay, and then give me a sleight of hand check to try to be very quiet while actually opening up the lock.
Lucky point.
Burn them quick!
Burn them all.
Smoke them if you got them.
Please.
Natural 1.
No.
And unfortunately, you have to take it. So, as you
I
really...
had something I wanted to try. Do I have to try after?
No, I mean, it depends on what you want to do. You get whatever you want to do because you don't notice her yet.
How thick is this smoke?
It's pretty thick. Like, this is more of like a bog instead of more of like a mist.
Cool. Mouse Treya would like to scurry out of the cell, go to the weapons table, and see what she can bite and push off the table and quickly drag to a cell to give someone a weapon. Is there like a dagger or something? Because I imagine like a giant greatsword's gonna be way too big.
The first things you'd probably see that grab your attention are actually the weapons for the kobold due to them being smaller. So you immediately could see like 2 smaller short swords and then a short bow. Everything for Treya's a larger weapon, and same thing for Dira. I don't know, Dira, do you have a dagger?
I do not own any small weapons.
So the only things you would see are short swords and short bows.
Because I would assume they would take the arrows with the bow.
Yep.
She's going to try to take one of the short swords and drag it off the table with her tail and her teeth.
Okay.
And try to drag it to the kobold. Actually, no, I lied. She's going to take the short sword to Dira because she doesn't know this kobold.
Okay. Give me a strength or athletic checks based on the mouse's parameters. Yeah, let me check it out. Strength is a -5.
Ooh.
You are me.
Like Treya's mom totally said at one point, you never know until you try.
Pretty much.
It's a fucking 5. Wait, no, -5, so it's a 6.
It's a 6.
I know my math.
Okay, so as you start like pulling back, like old cartoons where like you're like getting traction, you're like sliding, but you're not really going anywhere. So as this is going on, you're not pulling the blade, but you're working as hard as you can. As this all happened at the same time, Zyphynia, you make a little bit of a racket by opening up the actual lock. But you move quickly away enough quietly. They don't see you, but they see that the lock has actually been turned. Did you actually open it, or you just turn the key?
Turn the key to see if it'll fit for one in that cage.
Okay, so you turn the key. It does fit for the kobold's cell. Do you take it back with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you quick take it out, you run. They immediately look. You see, what the fuck was that? And at that point, you start hearing like a little mouse just kind of making like little sounds. It's just like you see hear these little scratches try to go off. Like, the hell is going on here? As immediately one of like takes like the blunt end of their actual gun and starts like trying to smack the fuck. I hate mice, and he starts slamming it. I need you as the mouse to give me a dexterity saving throw.
While that distraction is happening, can I try and unlock Dira's cell?
Sure.
Do I notice my cell door is unlocked now?
You definitely would have seen some kind of shadow come by, turn a key, and then immediately walk away. So you assume something happened. Natural 1.
2 in a row!
What the hell?
And what was that for?
Unlocking Dira's cell.
Okay, so you put the key in it. As you quickly try to put the key in it, you drop it on the ground and you lose it in some of the hay that's on the ground. Immediately with that sound, they look back and see. It's like, what the fuck? As they start like clearly like looking at like one of them that's not poking at the mouse. Immediately takes it and takes like the blunt end and immediately jams at you. The fuck? And immediately, what the fuck ever you are, show yourself before I fire the gun. We're gonna roll initiative.
Oh shit! I was gonna try some shit. All right.
Sorry.
No, I was gonna try some shit in response to that, but if we're rolling, that's fine. That's fine.
Right.
Question: when you change wild shape, or just do you have to morph back into a person, or can you straight jump into another animal to use your second wild
You
shape?
have to.
You have to revert, then change again.
Yep.
Yes. All right.
Let me change the grid so it actually makes sense.
If it matters at all, my dex was a 17.
Okay, so you were at least able to dodge like a bunch of his crazy ass anti mouse attacks. Oh, that's too big. I want it to go the other way.
Whoa!
I can reach them both now.
Oh, that's too small. God damn it. Let's do. Okay,
There we go.
Okay.
Back one more time.
All right, so let me roll for them. Okay, and okay, so 20 or higher.
Oh shit!
23.
23 for
Oh!
I got a 9. Sorry.
Colby. 15 or higher.
15.
15.
19.
19. Jerry got a 15.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve got a 12. Zyphynia, what'd you get?
3.
3.
Oh no!
I'm rolling low.
Okay. So, immediately they poke you with the rifle. So, we're going to start off with Kobe. You did see all this happen. You assume that the lock is unlocked, but still there.
Okay. I see. Where's that table roughly located? Over there. Okay. All right. Let me zoom in a bit.
Over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, this is probably really dumb. Okay. So I am going to. Man. Nothing useful. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and. Who is trying to step on the mouse?
Okay, so this guy is the one that's trying to attack the mouse. This guy was the one that was well, he would be over here. This guy is the one that was actually trying to poke Treya.
Got it. Okay.
Well, not Treya, Zyphynia.
Yeah. Let's see. So that would be 5, 10, 15. All right. I'm going to be like, open the door, move to here, and can I grab one of the short swords on the table?
Yep.
And as he grabs it, he's just going to be like, watch out, Jerry! It's a demon! And he's going to swing at Jerry. That would be...
I feel like the Benny Hill theme is playing right now.
So a 24 to hit.
24 is a hit.
Okay.
Not Jerry. Anything but Jerry.
Hey, Jerry he served his time. That is 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna make my second attack at him. Which actually, let me double check. Quick.
Jerry and Steve will be forever remembered.
New characters. Oh wait, what kind of damage is that? Shoot.
I think is that slashing damage?
I think it's slashing. It's piercing. It is piercing. Ha! Hot damn. Okay.
Diggity dog.
Good to know. Good to know. This is what happens when you have a new character. Crap. Where is it?
Yeah, just do that for now.
Feature. Sorry. No, it's in here. Sorry. There it is. Let's see. Oh, okay. So, all right, yeah. So I will attack again.
Mm-hmm.
For a 20. Let's see. 21.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to use my Colossus Slayer ability to add a d8 of damage to this.
Okay.
I'm going to use my Piercer feat to reroll the damage on the d6.
I think it's hilarious that as a kobold you can use Colossus Slayer on a regular soldier.
Actually, you can use it on anything that has already taken damage that round.
True.
So that is going to be 17 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I think for sake of purpose, and I think since the shadow's probably on my side, I'm going to go ahead and move to here to flank Jerry.
Okay. All right. Jerry's hurting.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, geez, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry. All right, Treya.
Cool. As a bonus action, I'm going to dismiss my wild shape. So I'm going to just see her do a flip off the table, badass. And she's just like, oh shit! And then she grabs. She's going to thorn whip, Jerry.
Okay.
So can I flip off the table to here? Well, I guess I'd still have to. So I'll just move there and move thorn whip. Oh, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry.
Jerry's just not having a good day.
Mm-mm.
Did that go through? Okay, that's a 19 to hit Jerry.
Yep, Jerry gets hit.
Bye, Jerry. Alright, and then 2d6 flip damage. 7 piercing.
Okay.
So Jerry gets 7 piercing. And I do declare that well, he doesn't need to be 10 feet closer to me because he's right in front of me. So, can it knock him prone, or does it knock him prone?
I don't believe it would not. Does it knock people prone?
If it hits...
Thorn whip?
I guess it doesn't say. You pull the creature 10 feet closer to you. I don't know if that would technically knock him prone, even though he's already...
Make a melee spell attack against the creature. If the creature takes 1d6 piercing, and if the creature is larger or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you. So, yeah, I mean, you can't pull him any closer, and it doesn't force anyone to go prone.
That's okay. It's just... that's what happens. And... that's gonna be her turn, I guess. She's manifested.
Cool. Dira.
Okay, shit's going down. First thing I'm gonna do is try and kick down the door of the cell, I guess.
Give me a strength or athletics, please.
Alright, let's go for an athletics of... that's a measly 4 for an 11.
That is enough. You're able to kick back, and as you feel like it's not enough strength, it like just shakes a little bit and it holds up straight, and then all of a sudden just drops like a couple seconds later with a delayed effect. As immediately, like, it's still locked, but the whole frame just drops forward. It is very poorly held together.
All right. So I'm gonna push that open.
And in fact, actually, it would drop on Jerry. So,
Jerry.
oh, Jerry. Okay, so roll me. Well, no, you already did it with that, so it would move. So he would just take damage. He's gonna take 6. Oh fuck! He's gonna take 6 points of bludgeon damage, which is exactly how much HP he had left. So immediately as you kick down this frame, it really drops on him as he immediately just gets crunched down by it. He doesn't like break, but then he falls to the ground, pinned and prone by the actual.
Jerry, no!
Jerry is 0 HP.
Okay. So, since the weapons are over here and all the people are in between me and them, is there like a piece of the door that breaks off a bar or anything that I could grab?
Oh, like an improvised weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can grab like a bar to use as like a quarterstaff or something like that.
All right, I'm going to grab a bar and then. Okay, point of order, because I actually don't know, because it's not a thing that's come up for me before. Is it possible to take my second attack after moving?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I allow you to separate your things. Yeah, that's fine.
Then I am going to do that, and I am going to go after Steve with my improvised weapon. What am I
Steve? So
rolling?
quarterstaff, so that would still be strength.
Okay.
And then I believe a quarterstaff is 1d6, 1d8, depending on how you're actually fighting with it. 1d6
okay.
One-handed, 1d8 two-handed.
Well, it's going to be two-handed, so
okay.
Alrighty. So it's just a strength. Is just rolling a strength first.
Yeah, strength. It would not be magical, so just be a strength check to see if you can hit.
All right. That would be a 17 plus 3, 4.
That's a hit. That's a hit. So just roll me 1d8 and then add your proficiency bonus to it, since
1d8 plus proficiency. Okay.
Since you're a paladin, you'd be proficient with quarterstaffs.
Well, that's a 1 plus 4, so it's 5.
5 points of damage. Okay, got it.
And then, do I have a bonus action I can take? No, because I don't have my shield. Can't do that. Yeah, no, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. We unfortunately skipped Jerry's turn, and we go to Steve. Steve immediately yells out, "Jerry, no! No!" As he immediately yells out, and you immediately hear like some other people respond, like, "Wait, what's going on?" And immediately a few people are going to grab their attention. It's actually going to be grabbed. So we're going to have soldier, and soldier start making their way in. And Steve is going to be like, "You bastards, you killed Jerry!" And he's gonna he's gonna attack Dira for doing the ultimate smush on Jerry.
Took my weapons, but not my armor. Correct.
Correct. You guys still have your armor.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you're good. So Steve is gonna try to attack you. He's actually going to pull out his short sword. He's going to attack you with his short sword since he's too close for the rifle. I know that's a miss with only a 16.
Yeah.
Extra attack. 22.
Just hits.
Okay. He is going to deal 10 points of piercing damage to you.
Okie doke.
And that is his turn. I'm going to roll for the other guys coming in. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, they got high rolls, but lucky for you, they gotta wait till the next round to do them. So... In fact, they all got 19s. So... Alright. That's Steve's turn. Zyphynia.
So since Steve is completely occupied with Dira and I'm invisible, do I get advantage against him?
I mean, you would.
Anyway, because aren't we flanking?
Yeah, you're flanking, so you just get on that. He knows that you're there because you're still being seen due to the fog, but you're flanking anyway, so you get advantage.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him with the sword.
Well, 2 natural 20s. Holy shit!
That's after the 2 natural ones. Natch 20.
Damn.
So that would be lots of dice. I'm doing this with my one hand because I'm stabbing them. So it would be 29.
And what weapon are you using for this?
My aberrant sword.
Okay. As immediately just out of the shadows, like he knows you're there, but he's like not sure what you are. As you immediately strike down, you like slash at his back. It's like, fucking ghost! What the hell?
And now I am visible. And angry.
You did some decent amount of damage to him. Anything else on your turn?
Yes, I'm gonna take my second attack.
Okay, dokie.
19.
19's a hit.
For 17 damage.
Okay, as you immediately are able to run him through with the other attack and unfortunately kill Steve.
Nice. About characters in such short life.
They had a good run. It's fine.
Jerry, Steve, you're been gone so quickly, but you'll be remembered forever. Okay. Anything else in your turn, Zyphynia?
I am just going to. I'm close to the weapon, so I'm gonna hand Dira, if I can, her weapon.
Okay, yeah, you can hand her one of her weapons. Yep.
And then I'll end my turn there.
Okay. That'll be the end of round 1 because now there's 4 people entering into the fray. We go down to Kobe. You hear them running, but they're not quite in the room yet. This one is like not seeing what's going on yet, but he's at least in range of your sight. You can at least see him.
Okay. Can I reach the table of weapons from here, or do I need to move up a little bit?
You would have to get to at least here to get to a table of weapons.
That's fine. He's gonna sheath his one short bow, get to here, or his sword, grab his bow.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna like quick throw on his hip, grab his bow, and then so that was what, 5, 10, so we'll go back 15, 20, 25 to there. And then I'm gonna just quick notch an arrow and take a shot at ZP McGee that's in sight there.
You're gonna go for Bobbert? So, his name is now Bobbert.
Bobbert, yeah, sure. And I'm gonna use sharpshooter. So that is, let's see, so that is a 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna do. That is 3, 7, 10. That is 20 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and do second attack at him. That is much better. That is way more than last time. Let me write this down. Okay. So that is going to be a 23 to hit.
23
using
to
Colossus, using Colossus Slayer as well. I can reroll that. That is 12, 13, 14, 15 plus 7, 21, 31 points of piercing damage.
Fucking A. Okay, yeah. Bobbert's dead.
This boy's been built for hunting man meat.
As you immediately hear one of them yell, Bobbert, no! What's happened to you?
Oh no! He's alright! He's just taking a nap!
What? He is?
Don't worry about it! Don't worry about it! It's a nap! Yeah, and then that's his turn.
Alright, so we skip Bobbert's turn and we go to Howard. Howard's gonna come through and he's gonna move into, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, as he immediately yells out, no, not Jerry and Steve, you murderers! As he's gonna immediately run into here and he's gonna immediately go for Treya. He's gonna pull out his short sword. Oh, with only a 12. Extra attack with only 11. He misses. We go to Henry. Henry's going to run in 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna step over his friend and move here. And then he's gonna go for the creepy, what the fuck's this shadow? Kill it dead! And he's gonna go for the shadow.
I'm visible now.
Okay.
I attacked.
21 to hit.
It hits.
Okay. You take 13 points of damage. Extra attack. That is only at 12.
Nope.
Last but not least, we go to Travis.
Sentinel attack.
10, 15. Sentinel attack.
Sentinel attack on Henry, and I have my sword now.
Okay.
And that is a 30 to hit.
Yep.
For 10 damage, 10 slashing.
Okay. Travis is going to come in right here, and he's going to see what you're doing, so he's merely going to pull out his rifle, and he's going to aim for Dira. Oh, with a pathetic 15. Extra attack. Natural 1! As he merely, like, shoots you, and he missed, and he pulls back, and he immediately just kind of pops, and he's like, what the hell? And he immediately blasts back at him. He's going to take some...
Ooh.
He's going to take some gunpowder damage. Oh fuck. Okay. He's gonna take 14 points of damage as his gun explodes in his face and he kind of gets shrapnel all over him.
Ouch.
So in the Travis's turn. We go to Treya.
She's just like, what's the guy that attacked her? What's his name? Not Travis. It was
Howard.
Howard, yeah. While Howard's slashing at her, she just dodges to the side. She's like, I didn't do anything yet. And then she, then she's going to, Let's see, is this gonna fuck any of my friends up? Let's find out. Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll cast Moonbeam on him.
Okay.
She's gonna make a Constitution saving throw and beat a 16.
Okay, Constitution saving throw. Oh, that's actually surprisingly good. 19?
Fuck.
You'll still take half damage.
Yeah. I just wanted it to be badass full damage. Let's see. Decides to roll. I hate myself. Cool. That's 1.5 damage. So that's 1 damage.
For
She
Howard.
slips on an ice cube or something. I don't.
Okay. Anything else?
Sorry. Double check my bonus actions.
Doesn't Moonbeam have a 10-foot radius? Or 5-foot radius, so 10-foot diameter?
It said 5-foot radius. It's 40 feet tall.
Yeah, so it's 5-foot radius, so it should hit this guy as well.
That's true.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
He got natural 20. So he'll take the 1
Cool.
point of damage
So
as
he
well.
also gets 1 point. Yeah, I'm like, even then, it would have been 3 pathetic points of damage.
So for our reference, where is the center of that? Is it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And see, I can't watch it. For a bonus action, can I pick up? Can I pick up my scimitar off the table? That should be right next to me.
I would say no because the moonbeam is blocking it.
That's a very fair point. Okay. Alrighty, that's all. I think that's it.
Okay. Jerry and Steve are dead. Zyphynia.
I'm gonna attack this guy down here,
Okay, attack him good.
hopefully. Ooh, for a total of 11.
That is a miss.
I'm gonna use my second attack. There's no mid rolls. It's either really low or really high. 28 for a crit.
That's a definitely a hit.
That would be 21.
Okay.
22 damage.
Okay. Yeah, he's dead.
I can't math.
And I thought
then
it
that'll
was.
be the end.
I thought it was before Zyphynia.
Oh, did I skip you? I'm sorry.
It's because I did the reaction attack.
Okay. I'll still do the damage, but yeah, we'll go back. We'll pause on Zyphinia's turn, and we'll go over to Dira.
Were you? I was waiting until she was done. Were you done, Zyphynia?
I'm done. You're good.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to step over poor unfortunate Steve, and take a couple of whacks at. Who is this? Is this Travis?
That one's Travis. Yeah.
All right. We're gonna take a couple whacks at Travis with the sword.
Yeah, I'll take care of the guys that are dead. We'll do that.
That is that is a natural 1 for a 13.
Okay.
And second attack, that's a 29 to hit
Yeah.
for 15 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to offhand, because I am still holding the improvised
Wrought iron pipe.
wrought iron pipe, basically, yes. And that's going to be 11 plus a strength of 3.
So 14 is exactly what you need.
Okay, cool. And this is one hand, so a d6.
Yeah, d6 plus proficiency mod.
D6 plus proficiency. So that's a 1 plus 4 for 5.
Okay.
And I'm going to stay right there, so that's my turn.
Okie dokie. All right, Zyphynia, back to you. So anything, you did one attack.
I did 2 attacks.
Oh,
The
you did
first
2
one
attacks.
Did not hit.
That's right. Okay, all right. So back to the top of the round then to Kobe.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and shift down this way, and let's see. We'll take a shot at. I don't remember his name on the left.
Howard.
He's not important. Howard's not important, but he has a very stark contrast to the other guy. Anyway. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at him.
Okay.
So that was with sharpshooter. That's 22 to hit.
Yep.
Who looks worse, Howard or the other guy?
Travis is definitely very fucked up. Howard is only taking damage from the moonbeam, which is only 1 point.
Okay. Then I'm gonna use Colossus Slayer on Howard.
Okay.
I can re-roll that. That's 10 plus 7, I believe. Come back over here. There we go. Yeah, so 10 plus 7, so 17. So 27 points of damage.
To Howard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he still standing?
Yep, he is still standing.
Okay.
He is in pain, though.
Then I will take another shot at him.
Okay.
Ooh, 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. 4. 21 points of damage.
Okay. Howard is dead.
Rip Howard.
Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for Travis' sanity. Oh yeah, he's fucked. He is going to action disengage. And he's gonna run. It's like, I ain't fucking with this. I ain't paid enough. And he's going to disengage and he's gonna run. 15, 20, 25. As he has to take an action to start opening up the door so he gets here. That's the end of his turn. But he hasn't alerted anybody yet. But he opened up the door. Treya.
I might suggest we stop him.
I like to break my concentration on Moonbeam so I can run through it. Just gonna keep myself over here, and I'm going to thorn whip him. That's a 19.
Yep.
Cool. So that's gonna be. Did that do it? Did it?
I saw
It's gonna
dice
be
on the
8.
board.
Okay, it's gonna be 8 piercing damage, and it's gonna pull him back 10 feet.
Okay. As you immediately wrap around him and you immediately just kind of grapple him, he starts to get strangled, so you pull him back 10. Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's not what I want. falling back 10 feet. As you immediately let go, he just drops dead. Well, he leaves the door open.
Was this Travis or Howard?
That was Travis. Howard was killed by the bow. That is the end of combat.
Sorry,
right.
Travis.
Gather the rest of my weapons from the table. Gear back up.
I'll grab my other
I'm
sword.
gonna go invisible again.
Come back in and do the same. I'm also going to cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us.
Okay.
Thank you.
You can sneak your way out.
As you do hear, as the door was open, it's like, anybody there? Check it out. Goes over. I don't see anything. The door is always fucking weird. As he just closes it back up. Alright, so you guys were able to procure all your stuff. You also do see a couple things that are actually on the table. One is a journal. It looks like something that's a little bit bloodied up, like it was taken from somebody else. And you do find a couple weapons probably procured from somebody else that has been in this cell and been maybe disposed of or something like that. One is it's magical, but it looks like it's almost out of charges, like it's almost about to break any moment. But it's in a magical greatsword. And then the other one is some kind of arcane shield, but it looks like it has taken much damage in its time. Plus the bloodied book.
Did I read?
If there's anything I've learned, it's always take the books.
Okay, so you procure the book.
We read it?
Okay.
Just a quick glance?
Quick glance, you see this book is written by a name Karon. K-A-R-O-N. Based on the writing on it, it looks common, but it looks like the person who wrote it, Karon, doesn't actually write in common. It looks like it's constantly trying to almost be Elvish, but always changing the common, maybe just due to the fact maybe he's learning, or it's for someone who can only read common. Based on a quick look, you assume that he was in here trying to investigate the place. Based off several insignias that you guys see, it looks very familiar as none of you here would necessarily know, but they look very familiar to some of the insignias that Ren and Gaju have shown you, but not exactly the same. It specifically goes over his time here, that he's been hiding behind the walls trying to investigate the place, and that he has been taking his time to try to destroy this building. After they constructed it and has been experimenting on the plague, the only way to really stop this specific, as he calls it, a nest, is to head to the reactor room and attach explosives to it and let it burn. In the last page that he has, it's bloodied up, it says, "They found me. If any of you reads this, I left the explosives in the far northern room. It's the last place they think that I would be able to put it. Be careful though, that's where they're all hiding." And then that's it.
I'm gonna pass the book to the rest and just kind of explain, well, wherever we are, this person called it a nest, and he was trying to destroy it, which, from what I've seen, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. He said he left explosives in the northmost room. Dira, you're muted.
Sorry. Said he was hiding behind the walls? Weird.
That's what he said. Can I kind of press on walls or do like a little knock and listen for a hollow?
You can give me an investigation check on this specific room to see if you can find out anything that would have kind of explained how he's actually hiding behind walls.
11.
In this room, you can't find anything that necessarily explain how he could have done such a tactic without having some kind of magical means, but there are a lot of rooms in this area that you've seen so far. In this room, you can't find anything. At this
keep checking.
At this point, the fog itself kind of like stops. It's still there, but instead of it just moving with the wind, it just stops in place. Just holds. So you start hearing out of nowhere a high-pitched wail from several creatures all throughout the tunnels. Unable to notice which direction they're coming from, but it sounds like a lot of them. But it doesn't sound like they're moving. It just sounds like they're like in one spot, wailing out so much that doesn't matter who you are. It is a hard pitch to the ears, but it only lasts for about 5 seconds. And at this point, the announcement hits back up as the red light goes on. The plague protocol is no longer in effect. Resume all other protocols. Make sure someone heads downward to the reactor room to reactivate the trigger. You got to make sure that has not had any effect from the last protocol.
Treya turns to Colby and sticks out her hand and goes, "Hi, I'm Treya."
Oh, hey, nice to meet you. Yeah, I think you were here. I don't know if you were here or not, but I'm Colby. It's nice to meet you.
No, I was here. I just, was a mouse.
You were a mouse?
You didn't see me. I got the...
Like, mouse?
Mm-hmm.
I guess for him it's like mouse.
Yeah.
Mouse? A mouse.
Oh, that's a rat. This is a those little fuckers. No. Oh, okay. Oh, you're one of them, the mystical people that can turn into animal things, right?
What's the nicest thing someone's ever... Yeah,
you should find new people to hang out with.
Well, these
okay.
guys.
Okay, so
Speaking of, where's Ren?
Dira, and then who are you? I'm sorry.
Zyphynia, and Ren is around there, invisible right now.
I'd say
Hopefully
Ren
they'll
would
stay
have
that way
like
for a bit.
Ren would have indicated to the rest of you that they're going to check out the area and will eventually find you once they figure out the whole setup.
They're doing what they do best. Not being seen and seeing a lot.
We should probably follow suit.
I cast Pass Without a Trace on us, so
Okay.
We should be okay.
That saves me some trouble then.
It'll
But,
help
like,
anyway.
where are we?
What do you mean?
Like, where are we?
This is not where we were at the beginning of this day. Let's put it that way.
Did you teleport here?
It seemed like the whole room we were in teleported.
Complicated? I don't even know if I understand it.
But, like, we gotta get back, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we gotta get out of here.
Well, yeah. That's also important.
But you said something about explosives, and I am for that. So where are these explosives?
Well, the explosives, I think, are the other end of where we came from, because we came from south, right? Maybe? Can we tell directions in here? Do we have a way to tell directions?
You can give
the
me
map like I know what's south.
You can like figuring it. If you're trying to use logic, you can give me a survival check to see if you can at least approximate what is south and what is north to yourself.
Well, that's a natural one. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, with everything going on, not even know where you are, you have no way to really discern what is north, what is south. It's not like the place is magically confusing. You just don't know where to start.
Yeah, like Newcrun.
Okay. What did the room look
usually
like?
Pretty good underground, but the room that we came that brought us here.
Yeah.
Had a big rune on the floor, big around.
Crystals.
Some pink crystals.
Lots of crystals.
Would you say, Joe, that we are in mountains right now, technically?
Yes, you're in mountains.
Cool. All right. So this is one of my favorite terrains.
Okay.
Yay, Rangers are not useless.
See, so this.
I love Rangers. Rangers are great.
I love Rangers.
See, we can move at stealth at normal pace. I thought there was a thing about not getting lost, but I can't remember.
I think it's advantage for... I'm trying to remember. Let me look on my Ranger.
It also depends on if you pick the optional classes, because on Rangers it changes a lot of the... Oh, you didn't? Okay, I was going to say.
I just did Natural Explorer, which gives me the things.
I think you can't get lost in your favorite terrains.
If you have something that's a favored terrain.
Yeah, I've got mountains, Arctic, and forest.
Okay, so yeah, you can't if you understand. I think if you understand the area, you can't get lost by magical means.
Got it. Okay. Okay. I'll just, if they kind of explain the room, would I have seen it at some point during my shenanigans in this area?
Would you have tried to really go into every room in this place as you spent the several times trying to like come in here and take stuff?
I would have at least checked rooms to see what was in them, to see if there's anything useful for me to take or any way to like hinder their abilities to do their jobs.
You assume the north room is specifically like this room.
Mm-hmm.
But you also know that room is like the scariest. Well, this whole section is the scariest part of all of it. Whether or not, whatever your fortitude is to fear, you know a couple things about that area that throws anybody off. First off, there's a bunch of creatures stuck in tubes in there that they're experimenting on. And as you go further down the aisles in there, they have this black mucus all attached to them that they're experimenting on.
Got it. Okay. I feel like I had a few things, but I'll look that up later. Alright, so I will tell them. Well, yeah, so to the north, if it's you said somewhere out in room to the north, so I think, if I'm right, that's where they have been experimenting on these things with black goo on them. And these things aren't happy, so I'm guessing that's probably the fog thing that they were talking about, the protocol.
That'd be the plague.
Oh, that's gross. Okay. So, and then the rune room that you're talking about, maybe, I think that's down that way. And he kind of points the direction you guys probably came.
We came that way. So that is kind of the opposite direction.
Yeah. All right, how would I have gotten in and out of this place in the past, Joe?
Okay, so I would say the way that you would have got in is through very inconvenient means that would be based on your size. So there is like a chimney chute here where they actually burn the body, so they have to actually have smoke get in and out. So I would assume that you would have crawled back in and out through the mountains to that point, because no one was suspected to crawl in and out through there. But it's only large enough for a tiny, small creature to fit through. It is not wide enough for a medium or bigger creature to fit through.
Would I know where like the front gate is?
Yes. The front gate would specifically be outside the actual generator room, which would be in this direction.
Got it. Okay.
But you do know that usually it's heavily protected. Whether, depending on the shift, the shift would either be it's heavily protected, or there's usually what they call a guardian that's blocking it.
Okay, so I'll be well. All right, so here's the dilemma: we can only really get out through the front gate because, well, except for maybe Animal Lady here, you're all too big, and we're not going to fit through how I know. Hi, we're not going to all fit through that one area. So, either we're going to need to just punch our way through the front gate, which I kind of ill-advise, because there's usually a lot of guards or a guardian, which is. How do I explain? The thing that's alive, but it's not alive, but it's kind of metal and it punches things really hard.
I think I saw one of those.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're still
charging. Do they charge?
Maybe. We can go and plug it.
Charge like run at you?
No, it was weird. It was metallic and it was hooked up onto the wall. There was this bluish light crystal. It didn't seem to be operational, but it seemed like it could be.
Okay, I have a theory about that. If we cut that cable thing, it might stop. I don't know. I've seen it before. But, okay, anyway. Other plan, cause a distraction, and then we run out the front? I don't know. Those explosives sound like a great way to cause a distraction.
These are, like, really good ideas, you guys, but, aren't we like, so I feel like if Ren were here, they would say we gotta go back the way we came because that's a really smart thing to do and they're really smart. So why don't we try going back the way we came?
Makes sense because that magic rune thing must be what brought us here.
I mean, we can look. I don't know how much time we're gonna have.
Let's at least look.
Okay, so you guys want to
I don't know what
backtrack?
else we can do?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys head back knowing that there's really no obstacles on the way out, since there's really no soldiers about here.
I'm gonna
or
stealth. Just be careful.
here. Okay. You guys can all give me stealth checks. Unless you get a natural 1, you guys are fine.
Okay.
Because of the pass without trace.
And that's a 9.
Okay.
Plus, pass without trace.
Actually, although I'm still at disadvantage. So let's make sure the other one's an 11. Okay, cool.
Okay.
11, so 17, 27.
38.
Total is 15.
And we can move at normal speed.
Wait,
Cool.
28.
Okay. As you all can move yourself in this direction, you have a door in this direction you haven't checked before, and then you can make your way back into the actual ruins in this way. Whichever way you want to go.
Feel like that's where we want to go, right?
Back into the ruins.
Okay. So you guys head back over into the ruins itself. So, let's put. As you look back in here, let me take off the soldiers.
Bye, Steve, Jerry, Howard.
Travis.
We knew you well.
These stones themselves, the crystals, are not lit up. They seem like they have maybe a slight bit of power left in them, but overall, they are nothing even remotely fractionally close to what they were before this whole enchantment or magic happened. The room itself looks exactly the same way it was when you're fighting anima. Nothing looks different. If you want to investigate further, you can give me some kind of checks depending on what you want to do.
Investigate the crystal.
Okay, so you can choose to give me a Arcana check. Yeah, an Arcana check on the crystal.
Can I investigate the entire, circle, whole thing to see what...
Sure, you can give me either
Yeah,
investigation check, Arcana check, perception check, or insight check. Each one will give you a different answer.
What's your Arcana?
And
21
I'm going to go
for
up
Arcana.
on the center rune and try and put back the pieces that we broke out.
Okay, got it. 16? Alright, so first off, Zyphynia, you got a 17, I believe, right?
Total of 21.
21. As you're investigating the crystal itself, you're looking at it, and you didn't spend too much time in this room, but it does look exactly the same. There's nothing changed about it, not chipped or anything like that. As far as its magical properties, these things are batteries for the rest of the room. Without them, the room itself still operates, but it looks like these crystals themselves absorb some kind of energy, like something has to be given to them to power them up, and then they can be used to essentially overcharge the rest of the room. You assume that what happened was the room itself was already charged before you guys got onto the actual platform, and Anima got pissed, and he used all the power from the batteries to speed up the process. For Treya, investigating the whole area, looking through it, this room is a very, very highly advanced version of a teleportation circle, but it's using what would be similar to what a lot of books use is resembling chaos magic, a similar certain kind of magic that's been forbidden for thousands of years, and it has to have at least a great wizard or mage of some kind to power them up. For all intents and purposes, they are natural in the world, but many historians and mages and scholars have not been able to figure out how they actually work. But this does follow the properties of some of the books that Treya would have looked through as far as research, and knows that many people have spent lifetimes trying to understand these without any prevail. Some of them have been able to get them started up, but only were able to get them to work for about a couple minutes, and then was never able to use them again. There has been a theory that one historian, his name is Taylor Kuvak. About 100 years ago, he was experimenting on one over in Nelithir, and randomly one day he was there, and his team went back to check on him, and they never seen him again. The team checked on it, saw that there was a power energy driving through it, and was drained. They thought that it either killed him or sent him somewhere else. We had another check. I think it was Dira.
I'm just trying to put the pieces back together that we broke out.
Okay, so you're just putting the pieces back in together. It looks like as you start putting all the pieces together, they just kind of like heal themselves. Kind of. Okay. Yeah, but just fix itself, but nothing really happens. It looks like all intents and purposes, this whole room is not really like alive, but it has its own energy that allows it to. The magic in it is sort of alive. And as long as the magic resonates in this room, the room can't totally be destroyed. It can only be broken.
Colby tries to eat one of the crystal pieces that shattered.
Okay.
It's just like he tries to bite it.
Stop it! Put that back.
Just seeing if it can eat it.
You guys can assume that it teleported you somewhere. It's confusing because it looks exactly the same way as what it was when you left, but wherever you are now looks completely different as far as once you leave this room.
It's like it teleported the whole room. But where? Are we even still in Alkadai?
Where are we? Do I know?
Oh yeah, you're in the northern regions of Alkadai.
All right. Yeah, you're still in Alkadai, like the northern regions.
Then how did you get
where we were, and it's completely different.
Through the chimney.
Well, where did they come from?
Well, okay, so as much as I understand about, other humanoids, when a man loves a woman or they make really poor decisions, and they have a night.
No, there's a whole lot of poor decisions going on here, but we're trying to figure out where all them rooms came from, and the doors, and the chimney, and we found this when we came in this room. It was out of just the tunnels where the dragon was in Crimson, the tunnels on the way to Crimson Hollow.
Tunnels? Crimson Hollow? Is Crimson Hollow still there or gone?
It's gone.
Crimson Hollow's gone, and I don't know what you're talking about with tunnels and some dragon.
What do you mean it's gone?
We were
on our way there. That was supposed to take months to get through the mountain to get to the holler.
Yeah, there's no such thing as Crimson Hollow.
Of course there's such a thing as Crimson Holler. Did something happen to it?
Not that I know of.
Everybody's fighting over it. If there ain't no such thing, what's all the fighting about?
Who's fighting who?
Are you gaslighting us right now?
I didn't eat anything that would make me gassy.
Kobe, how long have you been in Alkadai? How old are you, Kobe? How old are you?
I'm trying to remember the age of a kobold, or what their thing is. I think I put him down as he's 15, because I think their lifespan's only 30 or 40.
Got it. Okay. All right. Cool.
He's equivalent to 25, we'll say.
Okay. And so are you? Do you try to learn a bunch of things, or are you just kind of just knowledge is for suckers, kind of thing like that?
Oh no, he's smart. He has studied one of his favorite targets, which is humanoids, and that's these guys.
Okay.
So he knows of them. He knows of humans. He knows what they're doing here, and we'll just say he's from the mountain range, if I remember correctly, from the map. It was almost where it connected to the next little continent to the right.
Okay. So you would know, as far as studying where you are and at least about humanoids, is that this group that's in here has occupied this territory for about a good 30 years.
Okay. Yeah, no, these Everett guys, they've been here for like 30 years.
That's not possible.
No, it's totally possible. I can vouch for it. But you guys didn't run into them on the way in? Or no, cave. Is there like a cave under this that I don't know about?
There was none of this. There was this room and none of this.
Yeah, we've been over this. You said there was not this. There is this. I said there was this. I have proof.
Treya's just looking at the summoning circle thing and is starting to kind of put some pieces together in her head about the Taylor Kubak guy that she'd heard about. Is starting to kind of, the gears are turning a little bit. So you're looking.
So, wait, where are you guys from?
You're muted.
Where?
I mean, I'm from it's New Everett now, but it weren't when I was born.
Does that ring anything, Joe, or does that seem weird?
You know New Everett, but it hasn't been called New Everett in 10 years. It's called the Everett Empire now.
Wait, do you mean the Everett Empire?
Empire?
Yeah, it's been that for like, I don't know, 10 years or so.
That's news to us.
And we just left the army like 3 days ago. Or
wait, what army?
A couple weeks ago.
Everett Army.
Wait.
Ago,
Yeah, we defected. It was like a really big deal.
It was overdue. Anyway, they weren't calling themselves an empire last I checked, unless it's changed in the last couple of weeks, but sure ain't been no 10 years.
No, it's been like 10 years. Yeah, they like marched over everything and like took out people and things, and that's why I'm here. These bag of jerks frickin' wiped out my entire tribe while I was gone and came back and my home was destroyed, so that's why I raid them for their stuff, and they, whenever I get an opportunity, case in point, happy to take down Jerry and Steve, as nice as they were. I try to get rid of as many of these guys as I can, because they're just a problem for everybody.
Jerry and Steve will remember you forever.
They've got little tombstones.
I love that Colby asked him how the family's doing and then promptly killed him like 5 minutes later.
Right.
Family.
You see Treya just looking at the summoning circle, and her face just falls a little bit, and she finally, it kind of clicks for her, and she just goes, Colby? What year is it?
Was it 30?
Yeah, it's the 30th year.
It's the 30th year, I think.
Of the second? And it's what age is it?
It's the second age. 30th year, the second age.
30,
specifically,
30th year, the second age.
If you want to know specifically, it's 30 AP.
I think if I remember hearing these guys talk one time, I think it's 30 AP or something. It was before I killed him.
This can't be true. It just can't.
Can
it?
So,
Don't look at me. This don't make no kind of sense.
It kind of can be. So this is like a summoning circle, and I remember like reading about them a little bit. They're just full of chaos magic, and only powerful mages could really ever figure them out, but there's so much little people know about them. But they do know that when they do charge, I guess happen with like whatever that happened with us, like crazy things can happen.
Like time travel?
Possibly?
Wait, are you guys trying to tell me you've traveled through years and are now here?
Well, it was 20 IP the last time I checked, so...
Wow, that sucks for you, because it sucks here.
Well, it weren't no picnic
We're
before.
seeing that.
So, how do we
This is
get
what we were
back?
wanted to stop.
Zyphinia's gonna try and go up to a crystal and like focus all of her tattoo energy into it if she can.
Into a crystal?
One of the crystals.
Okay. Let's see. Your spell. I think that's. Give me a. I want to say wisdom. Yeah, give me a wisdom check.
Nine.
Okay, and you're trying to push your energy into the crystal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you press up your hands against this crystal and you try to use whatever you know of your body to try to push in this energy that you got from Luna as you try to push in as much. And as everyone can see, your tattoos start turning into the regular translucent silver that happens when you activate your powers, as rare as it is, and you start pushing, and as your wings start to glow a little bit, it's like flickering back and forth, like it's like a battery. It's like kind of losing power a little bit. You're trying to push as much, and the stone kind of flickers a little bit, and you try to push in so much, but you feel like either you don't know how to do it or you just don't have enough juice to operate this thing.
I kind of collapse down to my knees. I can't operate it. It's not going.
Zyphynia, nobody expects you.
There were a bunch of...
The anima, he freaked out about you and about your Luna-ness. Like he wanted to get rid of you.
There's got to be a way to get back then. This has got to work.
Zyphynia, give me an insight check on yourself after you just did that.
Five.
You need to break out the physical dice.
Yeah.
Or just D&D Beyond being a jerk to
The
you.
only thing you can tell is maybe you're not compatible with the crystal, but yeah.
I try and go to another crystal in like pure panic and just try it again.
Yeah, nothing happens. Yeah, like you don't know what it is. It's just not working.
There were soldiers in here before. Are there like notes or any sort of modern looking contraptions in here that maybe...
Not in here, no, but there was a room that you didn't check that was right outside of here.
Okay. Well, maybe we can find some clues around.
Hopefully that's what Ren's doing too, but where? I don't know what to do.
There's got to be a way to get back. Someone here must have a way.
I mean, it brought us here. Why? Is this? Wait, you're saying wait, is this the same place?
I think so.
Well, that don't make no kind of sense. How'd they do all that out there?
They've had years,
Oh,
apparently.
It's okay. We can fix it. We'll fix it. Let's go find some clues. And then she just turns and does her best.
I'm going to stick very close to Treya. She seems to have ideas. I'm going to follow her because she's the only one who seems to have an idea, and also because I don't want her to get herself into trouble. So I'm just going to stick very close to her.
Okay.
Zyphinia's gonna follow behind with this like deadpan, faraway expression.
So, are we blowing stuff up?
Hold that
Pain
down.
shrugs.
We can't stay here. They will eventually come this way, and they'll realize that people are not in the jail cells that they're supposed to be in.
You know another way out?
Well, like I said, we either punch our way out the front door, or we cause a distraction and run out the front door while they're distracted. Because you guys aren't fitting out the way that I can fit out, like I said, except for animal growth.
And then what?
We can go back to my place, I guess, for the time being. It's the best I can offer.
A friendly face in our situation isn't the worst thing to have.
I suppose. Where are you talking about looking for clues, Traya?
She'll walk out of the room, and there was that hallway and then that room that Joe mentioned. You said that we noticed there was some sort of lab equipment in there?
So yeah, in this room, you haven't gone into it yet, but you would definitely know that there's some kind of like wires that are leading from the rune room into here. Some of them actually go this way as well, but a lot of them go into this specific room.
Then yeah, she'll start walking that way.
Okay.
Be like, just a peek.
Okay. The door is not locked, and if you decide to go in, it reminds you very much of two different locations. One is this reminds you a lot of going in the Elfeed. Everything inside that mansion, the basement floor, had a lot of workings like this. Certain kind of tech, certain kind of wires all over the place. This reminds you a lot of Renard and I can't think of his name. Renard and Lazard's specific style. But inside here, you see a couple contraptions. One of them looks like it's Zyphynia. If you're in there, it looks very similar to what the automaton is standing in another room. It looks like another like charging base for it. Based off looking at it, it looks like it's also like an information spot. For the people in there, you can give me an intelligence check to try to understand what it is.
Good luck. That is not my specialty, but I will try.
Sorry, what kind of roll did you say?
Intelligence.
That's a 3 for a total of 2.
Okay.
I'm done with these dice.
I
Real dice
actually got a 14. So
14.
18.
18.
3.
Big brain moment.
I'd say between Treya and Colby, you guys are looking at it, and based off of what you were told from Zyphynia and Colby already making your way, looking around, and knowing at this time, you would assume that this is some kind of information distributor. It looks like maybe an automaton can step into here, and they can absorb or send information back and forth. It also looks like it has some way of transporting a consciousness into here of some sort, that whatever automaton goes in here, it can actually absorb someone's... for your roles, I'll just say someone's mind. There's a couple other contraptions on here. There are more simpler like files in the area, and then there is one device that specifically looks like it's nothing that can be really controlled, but it looks like it gives off like a arcane reading whenever something powerful activates within the runic room, and it's obviously off now, but it was probably indicating it looks like this actually sent out a light to the rest of the rooms where it was showing red or black. It would have showed to the rest of the rooms purple when you guys teleported in, letting the whole area know that you were there. But there are some files over the place, and the charging device that the automaton would stay up in.
Can I research the charging device to see if there's a way to shut it off for other ones that I find?
Oh, okay, the pad. Yeah, I mean, you can check it out to see if there's some way that you can disconnect it. You can give me an investigation check on it to see if there's a way that maybe it just could become useless.
18.
18. I mean, it's a simple power source. It looks like all you need to do is just break the wires, and it's not useful anymore until someone fixes it.
Colby's already over there with like a wire and his short sword, and he's like,
okay. Okay.
Do we see anything interesting in the files?
You can give me an investigation check on the files to see if there's anything grabs your attention.
Oh, good luck to me on that.
Would love to contribute. Also look.
Okay. Oh, it was almost a 19, but it's a 9 minus 1 for an 8.
That's a 12.
Does this make any sense to you?
Going through some of the information, it's a lot of jumbled information. It looks like a bunch of what are called nests were converted in the 30th year of the Second Age, when it was officially confirmed that the Averant Kingdom would be confirmed as the Averant Empire, that they no longer want to listen to anybody's rule and decided to take upon themselves to better the world using the plague. They've been experimenting on a total of 5 different what they call portals. They've been able to confirm a couple things with these portals. One is they cannot be what is put in as reversed. They can only be pushed forward. And unless you have the correct sequence, you cannot control what time you'd be sent to. They said they were unable to find any kind of power source to operate the device.
Well, I guess they didn't ask Anima.
You also don't see any notes about Anima in here.
She's going to read the first one a few times to herself and then just swallow and look a little stiff and go, maybe we should get out of here and then figure out like the next step.
I like this plan.
Yeah, I guess so. One-way trip. Same as anything else, I guess. Keep going forward. What are we blowing up?
You were told that you were supposed to blow up the generator.
Yeah, the reactor.
Do we have to blow it up?
I mean, I would suggest it. It's going to cause the biggest boom and the biggest issue for them.
If we can't get back from
They're
this,
experimenting
we can
on
at least-
folks with the plague. We stop it however we can.
yes.
Oh, okay.
We should find Ren. Well, they'll find us, I'm sure.
Now, this Ren person you keep talking about,
That's
is this an
always
actual
Echo.
person?
Yes, they're an actual person. They're just real
Okay.
sneaky and real smart. Sass them too much, they might stab you before you know they're there.
I don't appreciate that.
Eh,
Just telling you now, they stabbed me. They're not welcome in my house.
don't
We
give
have
them
this
reason.
really cool read. So,
Wait, they got a what?
pretty cool. Like this cool raven that like looks like inky and gross. It's pretty cool.
Sounds
Yeah.
disgusting.
You
Maybe
can't
you'll
find them
I'll
by
point it out
snapping
to
its
you.
neck.
Fine.
You killer bird?
It's
Wait.
it's a magic thing.
Oh, gross. All right.
I'm sure
They'll find
they
us.
rarely get stuck in trouble.
They're very resourceful.
Okay, all right. So, plan 1, are we getting the explosives, or are we just trying to figure out how to blow this thing up another way?
We're getting the explosives.
Okay, well, it's not advised to go into that one room, but if we have to do it, we need to do it.
Is there another way?
What's wrong with that room?
Well, the inky black creature things.
I mean, the folks they're experimenting on.
Sure.
We could try and sneak past them. I mean, if that smoke doesn't come back, they won't be able to see me.
Well, but the rest of us can't be see-through.
I can at least grab the explosives and bring them back out.
That's
Let's
on you.
try.
That's a lot of danger for one person. I don't even like going in there.
Right. That's also kind of more Ren's skill set.
It's an
We need to find
option.
them.
Well, I'm really good at being sneaky, but I'm just saying, like, even that. I can
Well,
try.
they're real sneaky and they're invisible right now.
Oh, I can't
Hopefully
do the
they'll
invisible
come back
part.
soon with some more information.
Maybe I could turn into a dragon again or something, and I'll scare them, and you guys can like run out.
I have questions.
Is an option.
And then what are you gonna do?
I didn't think that far.
Wait, now hang on. Hold on. I don't dislike this plan. You know, if she goes into a dragon and then she eats all of them.
Yeah, and they'll all attack her too.
I mean,
Let's keep that as a backup plan.
Do I have to eat them?
yes.
I feel like I shouldn't.
I mean, no, they really deserve it. It's okay.
By the way,
I saw Barry
Treya,
kick a puppy once.
in case if you do that, the form you'd be taking is young white dragon.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Trevor once came out of the bathroom without washing his hands. I saw it. It was gross.
So why would I want to eat them? No, this is a little weird. Okay, maybe I'll just turn into a dragon and scare him.
That works a good idea, but we got to get you out too.
My concern
Maybe we-
here is those things. They might release them because they're afraid of those things. I think it's like a fog thing, and I'm thinking those things aren't as weakling-ish as the other guys.
And they can probably also infect us.
Yeah,
Well-
that sounds terrible.
Okay, let's just try to sneak out and maybe like not eat anybody. Or get
Let's
eaten.
do it. I mean, I'm in favor of blowing stuff up, but maybe one thing at a time.
Joe,
They have to be stopped.
Have I seen this reactor room before?
Yes, you have. I'd say there might have been like a couple times where you decided that maybe the take up the chimney would be too dangerous. Maybe there's too many guards, so you tried to snake the reactor room. On occasional times, there'd be a couple soldiers like guards. One time, it was completely empty, but you had a feeling that there was something there that was like watching the area.
Okay, and then where was that at? Rough? Is it in this part or a different part?
Up over in this direction.
So it's towards the exit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you got to pass the reactor room to get out. Whether or not you want to blow up the reactor, either way, you got to pass through it to escape.
Well, then we might as well blow up the reactor.
All right. Follow-up question:
Where-
does anybody have anything that they can do that might cause an explosion?
Could I
Nothing
tentatively
that
breathe
big.
fire as a dragon, Joe?
You what?
What would I be able to do as a dragon? Like, would I have fire abilities or?
White dragon has cold breath, not fire. So you would be breathing out an icy blast of a 30-foot cone, not a fire. But I mean, the bombs themselves are just a way to. You would assume that the bombs are specifically there that could be put there, and then the person could run away before they blow them up. You could technically damage the generator enough while you're actually in the room to destroy it, but you don't know how much effect it'll actually damage you with, or how much time you have to escape after you actually damage the generator, if you choose not to go for the bombs.
I think this Taylor fella, or no, not Taylor. Who's this guy? Karin fella. He left the explosives. Might as well use them.
Follow-up question: is there an armory?
Yes.
And their guns, are they black powder guns or are they magical guns?
Most of them black powder. For any of the elites, they have arcane rifles. So
Okay.
you assume that most of them are carrying powder guns. And then any of them that are the more commanders and generals are actually carrying arcane weapons of some sort.
Okay. Is the armory somewhere nearby?
Yeah, I'll actually say, because I didn't assign this room to anything, this is the armory.
All right, hear me out. It's on the way out of here anyway. There is an armory. Let's see what they've got for options. Maybe we don't need the bombs. Because these Jamoke
Sounds
shoot
like a
at me
good idea to me.
sometimes, and it makes this big explosion out of the gun. and then the little thing was flying at me. So there's a chance that maybe they've got that powder that explodes in there.
Lead
I
on.
like that idea.
Okay. We should probably be really quiet though.
Yeah. We can do that.
Group
Okay.
stealth
For
check,
however
please.
However long Treya is concentrating on past that trace.
How long does
It's
it
up for
last?
an hour, so.
I don't think it's been an hour, so.
Nope, not yet.
Alright, so
23.
23.
8 plus 6, 14 plus 10, 24.
Okay.
37.
Yeah, without much issue, you're able to take this path and move up this direction. While you are doing it, just everybody throw me a perception check just to keep your eye on the area as you pass by. I'm still here. I'm just going to grab a soda while you guys are doing that.
Oh my god, he's gone. Where'd he go?
Quick, steal all his stuff.
D&D can't function.
Quick, everyone, make a run for it. They can't stop us now.
2.
We kill all the
My
guards.
perception is a 2.
I swear to
God, I got
natural 20s. We all got natural 20s. You didn't see it.
For anybody watching the stream, the exit looks oddly shaped. That's all I'm saying.
I got a spooky 20.
Okay.
God damn it.
So for anybody
I
who
got
got
a
it,
2.
anybody got
18.
18 or higher. Okay, cool. Anybody got an 18 or higher, so 2 of you, it sounds like. You notice that this guy is now awake. He is moving around, and he's actually moving less automaton and more kind of like Renard, where he actually walks more like a humanoid and less robotic. And he's currently having an argument with this soldier, kind of explaining that this is not the way that the whole setup's supposed to be, and that the problem needs to be taken care of before Master Renard arrives. But you're able to make it up to this door. The door is locked. So, if anyone wants to try to unlock it, you most certainly can try.
Can I try the key I took from the guard?
You can try.
Just for funsies?
It does not fit.
Figures. Anybody else have any ideas?
I mean, you can still try to unlock it without using an actual lockpick set, but you know,
Right.
like it just you won't get the proficiency bonus.
Real handy to have Ren right now.
Mm-hmm. You can also try to use force. These are wooden doors. You just got to be quiet
Can I
about it.
Be
Try
loud.
to lockpick it, pretending that, assuming I've watched Ren pick locks before, and
Well, like you
I
can
do
still
that.
you can still try to use like a blade to try to lockpick. It's not gonna be as efficient, but
Do
you
it
can
like a little knife. Try it that way.
you can roll me a sleight of hand, not sleight of hand, a dexterity check.
I mean, I can try that too. Oh, nope.
Yeehaw, good old 12.
12.
7.
Yeah, you guys are trying to. It looks like the lock is pretty sturdy, but as you start to shake it, you do notice that the door is not super sturdy. Like the door itself, it looks like this place is not very well put together. You could easily just put enough force into the door to at least force it open. You just don't know how much sound it will actually create by doing it.
I have my smith's tools. Is there any way I could take apart like the hinges or something?
Sure. Yeah, I'll say that what you can do then is you can give me a dexterity check and add your sleight of hand.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a 9 plus 1 for 11.
Still not getting you there.
Maybe we just try bashing it down?
I am happy to do that if y'all don't mind. I'm just worried about bringing folks running.
So
I'll
I'd say
help
the way
you.
that this
Maybe we
works.
Can somebody maybe make a noise someplace that we ain't?
That I can do.
I was thinking
I'm gonna-
or like a druid craft something so that they
Yeah,
don't
I'm trying
pay
to see if
attention
I could druidcraft something, but I don't know if I could druidcraft something that would make sense in this situation.
I'd say at this point, based off some of the information I was given by Ren, her bird immediately starts noticing what you're doing and immediately tries to grab some attention over in here. And you can hear it start like trying to like attack them.
All right, they got our back.
I'm gonna assist Dira and hopefully kind
Hear
of
that
grab the
noise
door.
and put the shoulder in the door.
Okay, both of you give me athletics check and try to push as hard as you can against that door.
All right. That is going to be 16.
16.
11.
11. As you both push, it does kind of make like a squeak kind of sound as it's just kind of like pushing against it, like wood against stone. But it seems like none of them have heard it, as immediately the bird is trying to grab their attention as much as possible as you're hearing gunfire. And you're able to open up the door. You immediately kind of get like a wind back. It's like almost like this is the only door in, so it's like kind of very stale in here. But you do see it is a half full armory, nothing too full up. You do see that there is a total of 10 gunpowder rifles, 11 arcane rifles, and 1 magical arcane rifle, along with some swords.
It was 10 gunpowder, 11 arcane, and 1
magical arcane, along with several swords, lances, pikes, etc.
I think we got enough of them. I like the weapons I got, but this, I don't really know how to use these. But...
They don't need it. I'm just gonna grab it and like put it on my back for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of the arcane ones, kind of look at it funny, and go, "What do you do with this?"
This end points at them, and then this thing, you pull this, and it shoots that thing at them.
I don't know. It seems like when I've seen it, it was more complicated, but I'm willing to try.
And then he's gonna look for gunpowder.
Okay. There is several like bins that actually have individual cases of gunpowder in the far end corner. There's like a total like 3 bins. You got like enough gunpowder in here that could actually like reload a whole infantry unit, but they're quite heavy to carry, so you can only carry so much with you.
If we spread it out, how much could we all carry?
I'd say you could probably, based off of what each one of you could carry, I could probably say each of you could carry about 10 pounds worth.
I'll take it.
We are all walking sticks of dynamite now.
Yep.
It's fine.
How'd you guys all die? Tripped and fell?
I sneezed.
Someone lit a match.
Someone lit a match.
Alrighty.
Okay.
This is all such a good idea, you guys. I'm
Don't
loving
worry
this plan.
We take this, we take it to the reactor, we put it there, figure out a way to run some fire there, and then we're good.
Boom.
I like boom.
Okay.
Let's make it boom.
Especially if it gets rid of this place.
Alright.
Head on over.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you guys going to get over there?
We gotta have to figure out how to get through where those folks are.
I can
Go
read
back.
pass without a trace if need be.
Yeah, but we're walking right past them. Oh, we can go this way, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, all these stuff.
Still gotta go. Any way we go, we're gonna run into them. We better be prepared.
Well, I think that door was locked in the prison, but we can try again.
Maybe one of the guards we killed does have the key for it.
I don't know, they don't
No.
trust those guys with a lot. We can try.
So head back towards this way. Check them.
Okay. I'm following Zyphynia. I'm
Okay.
also sticking close to Treya.
Okay.
La-di-da-di-da.
I'm gonna
I'm
check the
staying
bodies for
whatever,
key.
wherever Treya goes, I am sticking close to her.
Okay.
To the extent of my abilities, because sometimes she's
So go ahead and give me an investigation check on anybody who wants to check the bodies of Howard, Henry, Travis, Bobbert, Jerry, and Steve.
That's
Dirty
no
20.
better either.
I'm
Total
gonna
of 6.
try one of them,
16.
and that is 8.
All right. So for the 16, I believe I heard.
I had a dirty 20.
And dirty 20. Okay. So you guys are able to look through the pockets. Between the pouches and everything they got, between the 6 guys, you have 16 copper pieces and 10 silver. It looks like one of them is carrying a small key, but based off the way that you're looking at the locket door, it definitely is not for this door. It's a small silver key. Other than that, they all have gunpowder rifles and standard non-magical short swords. They are all carrying basic infantry outfits, along with helmets and garbs. And specifically, one of them does have a like a note of request on it. If you look at it, it looks like 2 of these guys, specifically Bobbert and Howard, were not actually working on the shift, and they were supposed to actually be working in what is called the Alkadai mines. They were shifted in the past 2 days to be brought over here due to the effect of what is called the transfer.
We should put on clothes.
What'd you say?
We should put on their clothes.
I was just gonna ask if
Agreed.
it looks like you guys would fit in him.
That's probably a good idea.
I mean, yeah, they're all medium-sized people. You guys could all fit inside their clothes, minus the kobold, obviously.
I'm a little small for a stormtrooper.
Yeah, we can.
Aren't you a
hitch
little
this
short
up
for a
and-
stormtrooper?
We just
Hitch
give him
this
the
up and put
helmet.
a belt around it.
I'm gonna stay in my invisible cloak.
Okay.
I am. Never thought I'd wear this uniform again.
Treya puts
Wait.
it on, all excited.
Are there still the magical handcuffs there?
Yes.
So Colby's gonna grab a pair and just rest them on his wrist, not click them, but just put them on there and be like, just say you're taking me outside to finish me off or something.
If we get asked something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just try to bite you. I won't do it, but I'll try.
Okay.
Right.
I need to know which
I'm
outfits
actually
each
gonna-
person's going to be wearing so I know what to call each one of you. Or at least the soldiers know what to call you.
Which ones
I'll-
had the transfer papers?
The transfer papers went to Howard and Bobbert.
Do you want to be Howard or Bobbert?
I'll be Howard.
Okay, so
Bobbert.
Dira's Howard. And Treya is Bobbert.
This is so dumb. I love it. This is true D&D.
Oh, we just need those fun sessions once in a while, you know what I mean?
Yep.
We've gone full Monty Python.
Can't hear a thing in this helmet.
Right? That's why they can't shoot for shit.
Yep.
Alright, so you have on the outfits. Proceed. And Zyphynia, you're invisible. You're muted.
I am invisible.
Okay, are you following or leading?
I am going to lead because I'll probably be able to see things before them
Okay.
and let them know.
Okay.
I'm going to get super into character, and just have Colby have a little firm grip on his shirt and be like, move it forward.
That was pretty good.
Okay, go.
So as you guys progress, the soldiers are looking at you. Like, what are you guys doing over here? Aren't you supposed to be watching the prisoners?
Hey, let me go.
Hey. Hold up. I thought you were taking Kobe over to the jail. What are you doing with him?
Hey,
Hey, Ken.
gotta take a leak. You know what it smells like in there when we let him do it in the cell.
I'm gonna pee over everything.
I don't want him. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. We don't want him to piss all over the place. Go.
I
Hurry.
push him really hard and be like, walk forward.
As you guys walk by, the soldiers are buying it, but you notice the automaton is like looking, and it like cocks his head to the side as he stares at you, looking at you intently. It kind of comes to like what a crooked smile for automaton is. Almost like it looks like he can tell what's going on, but he's not saying anything.
I just kind of salute him and keep going.
I look at him, look down, that like puppet meme, and then keep walking.
And you notice that he's not saying anything, even though, and they're like, X371, what are you doing? Following parameters. As he just starts following you guys, but he doesn't say anything.
Better hurry, I'm gonna tinkle.
Okay, so you guys get up to these soldiers. Be like, oh, fuck. The kobold again? We just brought him over here. The fuck you guys doing back over here with him? He's supposed to be in the jail. You can't stand him coming in and out again.
He's a little thing. He's got a little bladder.
Oh god, not this again. Pass him through. I don't need it on my boots again. I just clean these damn things.
Can I hold an action while walking?
Sure.
If anybody goes to attack them, if they see through the charade, I'm going to attack them first.
Okay.
I'm gonna ready an action to spit on somebody.
No one pays attention to the random invisible person that might have a little bit of a image displacement on there. But you guys still notice that like 15 feet behind you do hear the loud thuds of the automaton following you. It's not moving fast, it's just matching your speed. But you do pass through and you get up into this room. Oh god, Kobe, what did you do?
I gotta pee.
Stop talking! Pushes him again.
I swear to God, I'm gonna pee on you first.
It's like, fuck, move. Guys, get out of the way. Kobe's gotta pee. We don't want to smell that over here again. We just got rid of the smell. Oh shit, move.
Asparagus.
Okay, so you guys are able to pass by. I'm just going with the fact that Kobe's already made plenty of messes around this place.
When they get passed out of earshot, Trish is gonna whisper and be like, what did you do?
Look, I don't like these guys, and I make it pretty evidently clear that I leave them little presents in their boots while they're sleeping.
That's so gross.
Respect.
As you notice, the automaton is still following behind. And as you stop, he stops. As this guy's like, X317, what are you doing? Following parameters. What is your parameter for coming in this direction? Following parameters, not your position to understand.
I'm gonna whisper to one of them and just, I think it knows. Just be on guard.
Maybe it's gotta pee?
I don't know what else we can do, but keep going.
Pushes
Keep going.
Colby.
Okay, so you keep going. The soldiers are out. They already know that you're coming, so they move out of the way so you guys can get through.
Alright. So over here?
Yep.
I like pop my water skin a little bit to just like squirt some at the next guard we walk past.
As you do find a stairwell that leads up, and the stairwell itself is about a good 100 steps. It's pretty high. But you're able to head out in that direction. As you do find a door that's usually open but is currently closed. Surprise to Kobe, as you're usually used to it being unlocked, but it's currently locked. As you make your way up, you do see that your path is barred by the automaton as he just walks up about 7 feet in height. Just stops in front of you. His eyes start to glow. They were originally on a stationary crimson, now they turn green. Look at you.
Step in front of Treya.
As he kind of just like, doesn't move like a regular body. The hips pivot down, so his whole body does. He looks at all of you. Just starts scanning. You see his eyes start to glow and just starts scanning all over you. Straightens back up.
Is there a problem?
This guy's really gotta pee.
You are not the normal
He's a
soldiers.
spitter.
I can see through the disguise. I can see the one that is hidden.
We're not normal soldiers. We're soldiers that need a raise.
As he first looks at Treya, looks at Kobe, starts scanning Kobe. Scanning.
Wait, what's he scanning? This doesn't feel right.
Looks up and down.
Just start peeing.
Scavenger, unnecessary. Starts scanning at Dira. Scanning. Possible threat. Ex-agent. Scanning. Looks over at Treya. Unknown. Not in databanks. And then looks directly at the invisible body that Zyphynia is. Scanning. Hidden agent. Unknown. And immediately eyes turn green again, and he goes over and then he starts like doing something on his hands and he unlocks the door for you. Proceed.
Sir.
I salute and go through the door. Keeping an eye behind us.
Let me walk on through.
Guys,
Hold your bladder, prisoner. We're almost there.
Okay. As you get
What was
into
that?
the reactor room,
Sorry.
What was that?
I don't know. That was rude at first.
as you
can
start
see right
entering in
through.
from this section, I'll put your tokens on for you. Where are we? Main character.
Do you think he bought it?
I don't.
No. And I don't know if he's friend or foe.
Joe, you said we heard him talking to the other soldiers and how like he's like, this isn't right. This isn't what was supposed to happen, kind of thing.
Correct.
Kind of as we're like getting in here, because now we're a little bit out of earshot. I'll just be like, well, I mean, when we were passing earlier, I swear he was talking to the other soldiers, and I don't know, it sounded like they were disagreeing with what was going on, wherever that was, or what was going on. So maybe.
Malfunctioning?
Well, but didn't you say the thingy that we cut the power to was something about like a brain swapper or something?
You think it's got somebody's brain in it?
I mean, maybe. I've heard of weirder things. You guys just freaking time traveled here.
I guess anything's possible. We've seen some weird shit.
So, I don't know, maybe
That's
maybe
the truth.
some halfway rude but decent person is in there?
For Zyphynia and Dira, just give me a history check.
History check. Oh, that should be fun.
I have a feeling.
Oh, 13.
So close. That would be a 5.
Nothing really triggers for you, Zyphynia, other than the oddity of this. Dira, there's only so many automatons in this world. I mean, the first one to ever be created in your reality is Renard, and no one knows where he came from or how he was built. But you know he created many after himself. This model that's been following you around looks like a Renard model, like just another Renard walking around, but without Renard's consciousness inside.
I mean, it looked like Tafton, right? I mean, I wanted to punch it in the face when I first saw it. But I mean, I know he made other ones that look like him to do his tasks. We've seen those at the headquarters. You think
They have their own thoughts.
maybe they're starting to? I don't know. Nobody understands what he is.
Are we sure, like,
We don't know where he
Tafton's
came
not a
from.
good guy? He's not a good guy, right?
Tafton, no. He's the one doing all the experiments and
Oh,
using folks like I don't even know what.
Does he have a reason to let us buy?
Not a good one.
Not the real one. Maybe this one decides they don't like what this one decided it don't like what he wants it to do. I don't know. Anyway, might change its mind anytime, so we better do what we're going to do here.
So,
hear me out. We might be able to get it to help us.
in this room, all the blue in the area is actually what looks like some kind of liquid on the that's about 20 feet underneath the actual bridge that you're on. The liquid itself does not necessarily look safe to go into. It doesn't necessarily look poisonous, but you are unable to really notice what is actually in the water itself. Generators, 3 on each side, that are powering these 3 hubs. These are what you need to destroy. There's a control panel here operating whatever the generators does.
Do we just
None of this
throw
makes no
that
sense
black
to me.
powder?
What do we do? Where do we put this stuff?
Maybe by those things? And I'll point like straight ahead of the hub.
All right. I will follow directions. I do not understand anything we're doing. I am following directions.
I just said blow stuff up.
What do we blow up? Show me. Let's do it.
Is that a door there, or what is that?
No, it's just an archway.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, I mean...
Okay, as you guys start making your way in, I need a stealth check from all of you.
Oh boy.
Oh, what check?
Stealth.
Do we still have pass without a trace?
I would say yes, because even if we have killed an hour already, I would have just recasted it.
Mm-hmm.
22.
27 with it.
Okay.
Alright, so that would be 6 plus 6, 12, 22.
17.
With the storm and all the electricity that's radiating off of all the energy panels, there's no way you can get hurt. You barely even hear each other. You're able to make your way all the way over to the control panel at the end. Seeing that it looks like there's ways that you could maybe, different ways. It looks like the whole setup that this was it looks like there was a way to put whatever explosive that the person had on top of here and time it out for enough time to escape. As you can see, there's eventually, if you can open up the door, there's actually a door behind this actually leads you into an escape way to get out, like an elevator. You guys grabbed a bunch of gunpowder. How do you want to do this?
We found the exit door, or no?
Yeah. So there's a switch. There's a switch here. It's a time switch, and then once you do, this is actually an elevator, and it brings you back up.
You said this stuff explodes, right?
Yeah, it does.
If we put it in a water skin and lead a trail to it and light that on fire, that would work, right?
I mean, we could probably just pile this stuff here and just put a trail of it.
Yep, let's go full Looney Tunes, folks. I'm down with this plan.
Was the gunpowder in, like, stuff in the bins or just loose in the bins?
It was loose in the bins. I would just say that you probably would have grabbed some bags and you would have brought it, maybe like grabbed like 1 pound bags and just had like 10 1-pound bags by itself. So you guys were just carrying like a whole box of gunpowder with you, kind of like that. So
perfect.
Yeah.
What kind of?
If that's gonna work, let's do that.
If I've seen these energy rifles before, what kind of, like, I guess, like, out of game question, what kind of damage does it do?
Force damage.
Force damage, okay. Never mind.
I got a tinderbox. It's just a matter of we don't want it blowing up while we're still where the blowing up is going on.
Open the door, light it, and run.
How sturdy do the generators look?
Super sturdy. These things do not look like they've aged really that much, no matter how long this place has been. They've really been taken care of very well. And these things are pretty large compared to you guys, obviously, and they look straight metal.
Well, if this controls everything, shouldn't it? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if they're not being controlled, maybe they'll even just make it blow up worse.
I mean, there is a control panel if you want to check it.
Can I make an Arcana or Investigation check on the control panel to see if I can figure out how it kind of works or whatever?
You can give me an Investigation check. It has nothing magical about it, so Investigation check would be what you have to do.
Perfect.
This is all science, not sorcery, as far as this thing.
That is a 19.
19. As you check the control panel seems pretty straightforward. You enter in a certain amount of codes into it, and then you can choose how you want the generator to work. Give it more power, give it less power, turn it off, turn it on, have it overload, whatever you choose. It looks like it requires certain kind of passcodes to do it. But it looks like you are able, it's, you know, there's a way that you can just do it through the actual program itself.
All right. Well, it looks like we're blowing this thing because I can't get access to it. And which, can I just say, that's a poor design that they decided that it can set it to overload.
So would we blow up the control panel? Would that do it?
I think we're gonna need to blow up this whole contraption.
All of those big things?
No, the things on the side are fine. Don't worry about those. This thing. This is what's good. We gotta blow it up.
All right. Let's start piling the stuff around it. Piling the powder around it.
Okay. You guys start.
And then we're in.
Okay, go ahead.
And then we're going out that way, right? And point at the elevator.
Okay.
Can we get it to here right away, so we can get into it and get out of here?
Well, you still got to activate the elevator switch on the actual control panel to get it to go up.
Do we know how much?
Can you do that?
Do we know how much time we would have, or no?
You don't know. As you start setting up the gunpowder, you can check the control panel to see if there's like a way you can see if there's a way to how you can actually operate the elevator.
I'd probably do that.
Okay.
Try to figure that out.
16.
16.
What kind of check is it?
It's investigation.
I don't think I'll be using.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 14.
Okay. Between people that are checking it, you're able to discern how you can actually activate the elevator. You're able to turn on the power for the elevator as it uses some of the power from the room to actually turn it on. But it needs to actually circulate power, which actually starts making some noise, but it doesn't overcome the noise of the actual generators themselves. And it takes exactly it says it takes exactly 1 minute to actually activate, as it immediately goes through 1 minute to start up elevator power, as it's showing that it's trying to take some energy from the actual generator and starting to pour it into the actual power for the actual generator itself.
Keep watch of anybody coming in.
As you do that, it says, please activate safety code.
Uh-oh. Is it a numerical panel, or?
I lean over and
it looks
say,
it looks like it's some kind of puzzle.
Be safe.
It looks like it's some kind of puzzle. Looks like there's. It looks like it's like a certain code. You can give me intelligence check to see if you can figure it out.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Nat 21.
Holy shit. Okay.
Oh.
So as you're looking at it, you're able to figure out that, yeah, even though you don't have the password, you can figure out how to actually, like, sort of, like, really quickly just kind of guess on it. And you're able to put it, like, it's kind of like the, sort of like the Hellraiser box, kind of like that, where you got to kind of just very, very over the top kind of Rubik Cube. And you're able to figure out real quick before the timer goes out, and it recognizes you as an employee. By the time that's done, the generator goes, so the power turns on to the actual generator and turns on to the actual elevator as the elevator is now activated.
All right. Now
For the passcode, I was going to put in Jerry loves Steve.
Jerry and Steve forever.
Forever in heaven.
It's either that or 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, that is the pass. Well, no, the correct passcode is passcode, but yes.
Passcode 123.
Yep.
Suck to blow.
The passcode is guessed. if you're able to make your way over to the elevator, how are you going to trigger the actual gunpowder?
I have a tinderbox.
Okay, so you're going to do a tinderbox. Okay, so
we've got the trail as a fuse, right?
Okay, so you got the trail going on. You let the tinderbox and you let the elevator go up. As you start to see it slowly start smoking its way
Full
through.
on Wile E. Coyoteing this.
Okay, as it starts smoking its way through, as you guys are going up the elevator. As you start seeing it just kind of hit, and like a sudden, it's like, oh crap, did it go out? And immediately just starts seeing just sparks flap, and it starts popping all over the place and start blowing up. You just see metal flying over the place, and you don't even know if the elevator is going to go fast enough. You start seeing just explosions all over. You start seeing soldiers run over there and immediately trying to put it out, but the elevator goes up high enough that you're able to get out through the tunnel. As you start to notice that the shaft that you're going in goes less metal and more rock. Until you get onto this top floor that leads you out to what looks familiar to some of you. More into the regular tunnels that you were in originally, but so close to the exit that it's near light.
Just for all intents and purposes, is Ren with us?
I'd say Ren's with you, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say Ren's with you.
that is very important.
Yeah.
No,
It's just don't
thanks for the distraction. We're gonna blow your shit up now. No, they are with us.
So I had two scenarios of this. Either you guys would have triggered the boss battle, and then we would have held off until Ren got here, and they would have done that. Otherwise, I'd say Ren's with you this whole time, just grabbing information.
I was gonna say, if their bird was with us this whole time, it would make sense that they would show up last minute and be like, let's go.
You guys do make it up to the top floor.
I have so much to tell you guys.
As you guys do get out light, and you notice that you're back in Elkadai, but with a few changes. One, it's not that much of a blizzard anymore. It's just snowing regularly. Less of a hassle to be outside. Two, there is no castle anymore. Most of the area is now a giant town, all the way through the north side to the south side, that is mostly occupied by Afrit soldiers. As you see, most Afrit soldiers are now wearing more different colors, now operating more in blacks and browns and blues.
You weren't kid in this where that Cranston Haller's supposed to be? Or are we back where we entered?
No, you're back where Cranston Hollow was supposed to be. Yep.
Yeah. There ain't no keep here no more.
Based on what you can tell with the area, is it looks like either Afrit won to dominate over this area, or the others pulled out. You don't see any Nelithirian soldiers or Hartman Guild members anywhere.
We need to find out what happened to the others.
Yeah.
Well, right now, I think sightseeing is the last on our list of things to do. We should probably get moving.
Well, you know where to go, I guess.
Yeah, just follow me. It's all right.
I just want to say, if you guys are handling this really well,
I mean, I've snuck out of here a few times. Thanks.
I'm not thinking about anything right now.
like, our friends technically are 10 years in the past, and I don't know if... I mean, technically, we can't even go back.
We know.
Treya,
we know.
This would make a great story. I'm just saying.
I know somebody who'd say that. All right, let's
kind of just hope they're still alive so that maybe we can find them.
They're alive.
Really,
they are alive.
Mama,
you know that
Treya bullshit.
You know them, Treya. You know they are.
By the way, between Dira and Zyphynia, do either one of you have the stones?
Which stones?
Any one of the sending stones.
The sending stones? I have no sending stones.
You have no sending stones.
I don't think I did.
Okay. Got it.
I think we talked about giving them... No, that doesn't make sense.
Mm-mm.
Never mind.
No, all the sending stones are with the other team.
Mm-hmm.
So, in this area...
Well, actually, Ren has one.
It's true, Ren has one, but we'll figure that out when we do the next session. So you notice a couple things
the person
about
at the other end of it is not a good person to talk to.
Yeah. You notice a couple things about this area. Now it's mostly occupied by Averant. Much like how Averant does for a lot of areas that it occupies fully, is it tries to make it fully its own. Putting up billboards, putting up flyers, everything about Averant, pro Averant, everything. And as you see through many different advertisements, from anybody throwing out newspapers, or any kind of brochures, or any kind of anything, scrolls of any kind of information, there's a few things that obviously show a huge change. Other than the obvious that now it's no longer called the Averant Kingdom, it's now called the Averant Empire. There is no longer a elite trinity group of Soma, Aegis, and Geneva. Now the elite soldier is only Geneva. It shows that both Aegis and Soma has defected, and there is a 100 million gold bounty on their heads. It shows a few pieces of knowledge. One is that the Heartwind Guild has pulled back into Fort Phoenix and has officially taken over its territory of the southern Heartwind continent, and that the overall what's it called? The Averant agent program is now at full swing, and they are taking any new members to join.
This is everything we didn't want.
Yet it passed.
Aegis and Selma are both wanted. I guess that's not too surprising.
I wonder, and I take out the loot that Selma gave me to call him once we found Aegis. I wonder if he is still alive. If he knows what happened.
What's the item?
The loot he gave me to find.
To contact
We were
him.
supposed to find Aegis, and then notify him, and he gave me a loot to do that.
Okay. I thought I gave you something else. I don't remember if it was... maybe it was a loot. I thought I gave you something else, but okay.
You said it was like a loot-shaped thing or like a tuning fork or something.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It works like a loot, but it is it is a one way to communicate to him that looks like a loot, but it's not a loot. But yes, there is a way to contact Soma directly.
I want to say I had a ring that did something too, but I might be getting that mixed up with Fierna.
You got that mixed up with Fierna, I think.
Okay. Oh no, I get a ring from Malik. Focus on this ring and one of the blades.
Oh, that's right.
It may help you find the blades. Okay. I have a mystery blade ring and the loot.
Okay.
Well, let's get to somewhere safe-ish before we decide what to do next, I guess.
Safety is a top priority right now, and we can always find him later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you guys go over to Kobe's place? Is that the idea?
We're following Colby, yeah.
Colby's crib. Let's go.
Kobe's crib.
He has like a cave off in the mountains, basically.
D&D cribs, yo. Okay, so as you guys make your way over to Kobe's crib, we're gonna end it there for the night. And
oh boy, y'all.
leave it with some comical stuff. So with that, we're still trying to figure out how we're going to do this with the other group, but we'll either have them next week or we'll try to figure out another day to do the Team Tail, the tieflings that have not moved ahead. So we'll don't not forget to check out the stream tomorrow and Thursday. Star Wars tomorrow, and then Echoes Thursday. And then I will have the new episode of World of Aberrant Friday. So, everybody, thank you for joining the stream, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye!
Bye.